April has TV you've got to see on ESPN. There's Major League Baseball starting with an opening day doubleheader, plus baseball tonight every night. Then NFL teams pick the cream of the collegiate crop at the NFL Draft, an ESPN exclusive. And don't miss the celebration when two top-ranked boxing specials showcase 10 years of knockout excitement. Top thoroughbreds are off and running in 3 major tune-ups for the Kentucky Derby. April is National Cable Month on ESPN.
This ESPN program is brought to you by Nature Made Vitamins. The more you know, the better you'll feel.
It's surprising how many of us, in how many different ways, have a special need for vitamins, even when we try to live the best we can. Fortunately, Nature Made makes more than 120 vitamins and minerals with no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. Enough for all the different kinds of people and all the different ways they live. Nature Made, the more you know, the better you'll feel.
Looking good without feeling good just isn't good enough. It's why Weight Watchers, with over 25 years of healthy eating experience, has become more than a way of eating. It's a way of life. Weight Watchers. Maybe we should have called them Health Watchers.
Building security for today and tomorrow is a fragile task. You need to protect what you've worked for, your home and car, a business, while investing in your dreams, college for your children, a comfortable retirement. But it can all be washed away without the right foundation. Kemper, for insurance, for investments. Kemper is the name to build on.
Oh, the of athlete's foot. Desenex stops the itch and burn of athlete's foot fast, and your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back. So the next time your athlete's foot begins to stop it fast with Desenex.
No matter what sport America likes, there's one place America looks. Kmart, the one place with the best brands in sports. Keep cool with an Igloo 16-quart Playmate cooler, 54-quart Legend cooler, or 2-gallon barrel of fun at great everyday low prices. Come to the one place that has it all in one place. Kmart, where to go when you go out for sports.
Gillette announces a razor that can sense the individual needs of your face. Introducing the extraordinary Gillette Sensor Shaving System. Sensor blades are mounted on responsive springs to continuously sense and adjust to your face for the best shave a man can get. Closer, smoother, safer. New Gillette Sensor.
Why does one person excel above all others? Is it motivation, raw talent, desire? Is it personal satisfaction, intelligence, luck? There's no magic formula, and there's really no secret. But there is Soloflex. Because Soloflex is designed and engineered with one thing in mind, your body's needs. And we've created the finest, most complete, and simplest system to attain those needs. With Soloflex, the reward is yours. For a free brochure, call anytime.
Time was when everyone knew what a full-size car was. But times change, and people change. And through time, cars change. The time has come for a longer, roomier Caprice. The next generation of the best-selling full-size car of all time. The 1991 Chevrolet Caprice is here. Prepare to be impressed.
Here you go. You really know how to impress your clients, huh? I mean, who needs conference rooms when you can have this kind of togetherness?
Who is this guy?
Hey, what are you guys doing? Training for submarine duty?
Who are you?
You should have stayed at Holiday Inn. They have everything you need for a perfect meeting, and they'll guarantee it. Or stay here, lose the account, your job, your house, your car, your dog. Check out 10 minutes.
Why take chances? Stay with someone you know. Holiday Inn.
You know, when you got it right, you got it right. Whether you're talking about this, or whether you're talking about the one and only Diet Cola that does it for Ray, Diet Pepsi. You know, nothing tastes as good to me as Diet Pepsi. All right, now who's the wise guy?
Diet Pepsi with 100% NutraSweet.
Now, that's the right one, baby.
Over its life, a Motorcraft battery delivers enough energy to light up a small park, like Candlestick Park. Shouldn't you install that peace of mind? Motorcraft quality parts from Ford.
Motorcraft energy-conserving oil can help reduce fuel consumption. It can also reduce traffic. Motorcraft quality parts. Peace of mind from Ford.
I mean, what do I need a computer for? I'm not an accountant. But why should I be the company guinea pig? Why do I need one now? I've done fine without one. Can you imagine me working on a computer?
Macintosh has the power to change your mind about computers. The power to be your best.
So I was wrong.
Randy Travis, he's the best.
Still the real things are
What a voice.
Hello. When you found the real thing.
Think he's as cute in person? Uh-huh. What I wouldn't give to meet a guy like him. Hey, Julie, want to ring up this Coca-Cola Classic?
Thank you. Can't beat the real thing.
Mowing the lawn can be a real chore. Try the first lawnmowers that let you choose any speed you need smoothly. The new hydrostatic transmission mowers at your Honda dealer.
The best laid plans of beagles and men often go astray. Check with your MetLife rep to make sure you have the right kind of insurance. Get Met. It pays.
Hi, I'm Corey Everson.
And I'm Richie Brose.
You say you can't shape up and lose fat? Well, we're here to show you that you can.
Exercise along with us and get in the best shape of your life.
Watch Body Shaping.
Right here on ESPN.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
BodyShaping.
Personal trainers are the gurus of today's fitness world. They motivate you, they discipline you. Fitness trainers or personal trainers, whatever you want to call them, they actually bring in thousands of exercisers into the gym and into their homes to exercise that normally wouldn't get off the couch. Mark Finley is one of the personal trainers that we chose on BodyShaping because he's got a great line of credentials. We love him. And he's, in fact, got his own magazine column where he does fitness personal training through the magazine where you can reach a lot more people than just personal one-to-one training. Mark, how did you get started with personal training?
Oh, golly. I got started actually in sports. I somewhat excelled in track and field, and I wanted to assist others in excelling. And I found so much gratification in really achieving, and I wanted other people to feel the same thing. I wanted them to have that happiness and that fulfillment inside as well.
And one of the things, too, is it's something that has to come from within. You may know a lot about sport. You may know a lot of friends that are into sport, but it's that drive for motivation and achievement that qualifies a personal trainer that will really give you that kick in the butt to train hard. We're going to put you through a whole personal training workout in just a moment, so stay with us.
Consult your physician before you start exercising with Corey Everson. Follow the exercises carefully. Exercise at your own pace. Start with very light weights. If you feel any strain, stop immediately and consult your physician.
Thousands of men and women have achieved amazing results with the original Body Shaping home video. Now Corey Everson introduces her newest home video, Body Shaping for Slender Thighs, Hips, and Stomach. This video is a step-by-step guide to the best exercises to tone and firm those tough-to-shape areas. Let Corey be your personal trainer as you work toward a more shapely and sexy body. She'll show you how to slim your hips, lose excess fat from your thighs, and tighten and flatten your stomach. Body Shaping for Slender Thighs, Hips, and Stomach is a specialized workout program for those troublesome areas. The original Body Shaping home video will complete your workout routine by teaching you basic body shaping techniques using free weights. Each video sells for $39.95 plus shipping and handling, but if you order both, you save $10. Call now 1-800-641-1200. Tell the operator you want both videos and save $10. Call now 1-800-641-1200.
We tested in laboratories. We tested on the asphalt, in the parks, and on the road. We tested when it's 102 and there's no shade. And we found that when you lose fluids, minerals, and energy, nothing puts them back better than a Gatorade. It's been proven again and again. But just to keep us on our toes, we tested every Sunday in front of 30 million people.
Before they turn pro, before they make the Olympic team, they start here at the Golden Gloves National Championships, Monday at midnight Eastern, 9 Pacific on ESPN. You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Your personal body shapers, Mark and Corey, are here right now to get you off of your couch, stand up, ready? Here we go. Time to train.
Okay, great.
Mark, you can go ahead and take us through this since it is your personal training
beautiful.
program.
I've designed this workout just for you to get you started, to get your body in motion, and let's take it over here now. We're going to do a bench press over here. And Corey, I want you to do it with the home gym.
Okay.
Okay.
Mark, the plane.
Oh my gosh.
I think the airlines wants us to personal train them too.
That's right. This Body Shaper is coming over to work out with. Okay, ready?
Yep.
All right.
How many repetitions?
Let's do 15.
15, everybody at home. You're going to join with us. 15 repetitions. If you don't do these, Mark's going to give you a spanking.
That's right. Real strict.
Here we go.
Real strict. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Up and contract. Bring it down and really stretch that muscle out. Okay? Up and back down again. I'm going to rely on you for counting, Corey.
I'm counting. That's 3.
So we may go over. 4. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Body Shapers. Let's do it. down to stretch it out, and then bring it back up again. Strict form. Good.
7, 8.
Feel it in your chest. Picture your chest growing the way that you would like it to grow.
Okay, Dolly Parton.
That's right. That looked kind of funny on me.
11. 12. 13.
That's the way. Beautiful. Let's go.
14.
Shape those chests up.
And 15. Okay, that was 15 there. What's next?
That was easy enough. Okay, we're going to go right into a lateral raise.
Okay.
All right? And we're going to superset this, so we want to take it right away. Here they are again, Corey. Coming to pick you up.
Oh, leave us alone. We're trying to exercise without you spying on us.
Okay, ready?
Okay, what are we doing?
Keep it going. We're going to do a lateral raise.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So, you want to bring those dumbbells up, or home gym. You want to keep your hands flat towards the floor, elbows up, even with your hands, and bring them down again. And 2. Beautiful. Come on, bring them up. Even if you don't have a weight, go through the motion and flex those muscles. Get those muscles circulating. Let's go. Even if you're sitting down, you can do it sitting down.
6.
Okay, that's the way. Good. Good. Bring them up. Flex the muscle. Really feel it now.
8.
Feel it chiseling.
I feel it.
Good.
9. I feel it.
Feel
10.
it shaping the way you want it to shape.
11. Come on.
Good way to do that is to cut out a picture in a magazine of the muscle part that you desire and work for it. Pretend it's already on there.
14.
Good. And
15.
Is that 15 already?
That was 15. I swear it was.
Oh my God.
I don't lie.
Okay.
Okay, now what?
Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do front raise.
Okay.
Should we do front raise?
Front raise, and then
Okay.
we'll do shoulder press.
Right. This will work right into the front of the shoulder here. Ready? Up, straight in front of you. Bring the weight up, right up towards your nose. Beautiful. Working the front deltoid. Okay. And up. Are you counting for me?
Yes.
Good. Are you counting at home? Come on. Good. And up.
4.
Beautiful. Up. Shape them. This is for you. Come on. What do we have?
And 6.
6. Okay. Good. Shape them up with each lift.
7.
Each lift is working. Working into that muscle. Come on. Feel it.
8.
Feel it. Beautiful. Stay with us. Stay with us. Come on. Good. That's it.
11.
Let's do 12. And
12.
12. Right into the press.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Arms up and press. Good. Press. Down and stretch. Press. Contract. Good. Contract. Beautiful. Up. Strict. Keep your back stiff. And reach up towards the sky.
8.
Reach up. Feel those muscles burning.
9.
10. Can you feel it, Corey?
Yes.
Can you feel it at home?
11. 12. Okay, now
Okay.
arm
That's good.
curl.
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay,
let's go right
we've done
into an arm
chest,
curl.
we've done 2 sets of shoulders, now we're going to do arm curls.
Right
Okay,
into
ready?
the arm. Ready? Feel it. Watch it. Alternating. Good. Squeeze the biceps. Working right into the biceps now. You're going to feel this. Okay. Keep it going. Good. I'm feeling it.
I am
feeling
too.
it?
And 4. Come on, everybody.
4. Let's go. Come on. Up.
5.
Feel. Up. Contract. Good. Contract. Beautiful. Let's go.
7.
Yeah. We couldn't have a more beautiful counter.
8.
Let's
Oh,
go.
thank you.
Come on, that's it. Keep them moving. Keep them moving.
You want
Think
your
arms.
paycheck or something?
Think in your ears. Oh, good idea. And up. Good. And up.
7.
Good. Concentrate into the biceps.
And
Turn it into
12.
a ball. Reach up. Good. All right. Wonderful.
Okay. Now what do we do, Mark? Do you want to go through the whole set again?
I think we should.
Okay.
I think we should. And I think you should at home,
I think
too.
we should, too.
Remember, each time you're doing these exercises, it's helping your body. It's getting your body into the shape that you want it to be in. So let's do it. Let's start now. Come on.
With the chest exercise?
That's right. We're going to go right to the bench press. And you can use the home gym.
Okay. Here we go.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Bench press. Up
1.
and squeeze. Good. Up
2.
and squeeze. Down and stretch.
3.
Up. Feel it pumping. Feel the pumping action.
4.
Pump. Good. Reach.
5. Come on. 6.
Beautiful. That's the way.
7.
Good.
8.
Squeeze it.
9.
That's the way.
10.
Now, if you don't have weights at home, you can do a push-up. That's it. Come on.
12.
And 13. Beautiful. 14. Carve your chest. Come on. 15. Beautiful.
Woo!
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Right
now,
into a lateral raise again.
lateral raise.
Here we
You know
go.
what? I think Sylvester Stallone's in this helicopter over us.
No, I think it's Tom Selleck, and he's looking at you.
Oh.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Raise it up.
1,
2. Beautiful. Come on. 3, 4. That's the way.
We're going to go ahead and do 15
5.
repetitions here. Everybody at home, join with us.
6.
We're going to take
Come
a
on.
short
Feel
break.
it.
Exercise through this break. Promise us that.
8. Shoulders.
In just a minute.
Come on. Keep it up.
Write Corey at Post Office Box 781, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101.
Introducing the last word in bodybuilding from the first name in weight training. This is Lee Haney, 6-time and reigning Mr. Olympia, and now his renowned 3-day workout is on video cassette. This is the most comprehensive weight training program ever offered. Totally unique, totally different. The Lee Haney workout shows you the secret of building body tone and muscle, increasing strength, and attaining the attitude of a winner. But this isn't just another weightlifting video. Lee will show you how to get the most out of your body, no matter what shape it's in now, and without the pain and strain that's been holding you back. You'll discover how to meld your mind and muscle into fine-tuned partners in performance. The Lee Haney workout is only $39.95 plus $4 shipping and handling. Call toll-free 1-800-542-2300. The Lee Haney workout is not available in stores. Call now 1-800-542-2300 and start working out with Mr. Olympia.
No. Keep going. That's not it. Look.
Cranberry, Ocean Spray, most refreshing is
Ocean Spray cranberry drinks. They're music to your mouth.
Top Rank Boxing celebrates its 10th anniversary on ESPN. Knockout artist Roger Mayweather takes on Rodolfo Aguilar when Budweiser presents Top Rank Boxing. Live Thursday night at 9 Eastern, only on ESPN.
Good, and we're going to do a superset. I want you to follow us at home now. Remember, if you don't have any weights, you don't need them at this point. Just go through the motion and concentrate. Flex those muscles, get used to them. Or if you have a can or, something that's not too heavy, that's fine as well. Just go through the motion with us.
Like
okay, Corey?
your Great Dane. Lift your Great Dane. It's not too heavy. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll shut up.
All right.
Okay. Ready?
Here we go.
Okay.
Bend over. Start off with, and then pull it up towards your chest. Raise those elbows up, bringing them up real high, coming into your solar plexus. Good.
4.
Good.
5.
We'll go for 15.
6.
7. Come on now, let's go. 8.
Keep your back flat.
9. 10.
Knees a little bit bent.
Stretch out at the bottom, and then pull up at the top, pumping blood into the muscle that's being worked.
14.
And 15. Good. Hang on to those bars. Okay, we're going to go right into the legs now.
Oh, good.
And work the lower body.
I was hoping we'd do this.
Okay, we'll do extras for you. And we're going to go for 15 here, too.
Great.
Right into it. Ready? Down. Bring your knees down over your feet, over your toes. Keep your knees out. And 3. 4. Nice strict form. Keep your back straight.
5.
Go down. If you're just beginning these, go without any weight at all. And hold on to a wall, or a door,
8.
a cabinet, anything.
9.
Good. And if you have children at home, get them started too.
11. With no weight for the kids.
No weight.
12. 13.
And sitting
14.
sore.
And 15.
Beautiful. Good job. Okay. Good deal. We're going to go right into leg extensions now.
That's me.
Unfortunately, we only have one machine, so it looks like it's up to you.
Okay, trainer.
And what we're going to do is we're going to work right into the thigh here. And go ahead, Corey. I'm going to do 15. Now, if you don't have a machine at home, go without one. You can stand up and flex forward, or you can do this seated. Okay? Let's go. Why am I tired? Keep going, Corey.
Everybody
Beautiful.
home. 7. Do it
That's
nice
the way.
and slow and controlled. Contract at the top. 8.
Work into those muscles. Look at Corey's legs. Visualize those legs being on your body. Go ahead, Corey.
Yeah, they're all going to commit suicide now. 12.
Beautiful legs. Concentrate
13.
deep into them. Watch the thigh working.
14.
Good, Corey. Come on, one more.
15.
Okay, 100 more.
Oh, good. Okay.
Great. Okay, just kidding. Let's do some crunches. Now we're going to work into the stomach. Okay?
If you notice that Mark's bringing us through this workout quite quickly, it's because we're also working on our cardiovascular
That's right.
conditioning at the same time.
You want to keep your heart rate up.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Sit-ups, crunches.
Yep.
I'll turn your direction.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
How's that?
That's
okay.
great.
Now I want you to raise your legs up a little bit so you feel the pressure on your
I
stomach.
feel it there.
Okay, tilt your pelvis up
Okay.
towards the ceiling. Lean back.
Got it?
Get rid of this bar.
Okay.
And crunch forward.
Okay.
1, 2, good. Tight abs. Think of them being tight. Squeeze them in. Exhale at the top. Good.
That's 5.
Exhale. Squeeze. Concentrate. Squeeze.
7.
Push them together now.
8.
Very good.
9.
Yeah. 10.
11.
Squeeze.
12. 13.
And 2 more.
14. And 15. And since I'm a challenger, I'm going to do a few more because I have to beat my training partner. That's one thing you guys can do at home, too. If you have a training partner, always try to outdo them by 1 or 2 reps.
Now, wait a minute.
Okay. Oh, no.
Okay.
Now I've started a challenge here.
Okay.
So let's start over again. We
That's
want to
right.
do 2 sets of each one of these exercises.
Exactly. Now, you want to try to keep this up for at least 15 minutes and try to keep your heart rate up to about anywhere from 65 to 85%, and that way you're getting your aerobic workout in as well.
Great.
Okay?
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay. You're going to start squats. I'm going to do bent over rows.
Oh, well, that's a good idea. Let's
Okay,
go.
ready? And 1,
My memory's failing me.
2, 3, 4.
Good,
Come on.
Corey.
5.
Let's go at home. Come on.
6.
Just go through the motion. Feel it.
7.
Feel it. Pull those
8.
elbows back. Make your body work.
9.
That's what it's
10.
there for.
11.
Great.
12. 13.
Feel it.
14.
And squeeze this one out.
15.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Squats.
Squats.
Join with us, everybody. We are your training partners.
Okay, get right into it. Right into it.
Try to do 2 more reps than we're doing. All right?
Good. Put your knees right over your feet.
And
Good. And
1.
up. Back straight. And up.
2.
Chin up.
3.
Good. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure to breathe now.
5. Down to parallel.
That's the way.
6.
Feel those thighs working.
7.
Remember, hold on to something. You're just beginning.
8. 9.
There you go. Good. And
11.
that's the way. Come on.
12.
Feel them. They're burning now. That's the
13.
way.
14. 15.
15.
Leg extensions.
Leg extensions. Let's
Oh, boy.
do it.
Oh,
Now, if you're doing this with us every morning, you're going to be in great shape in a short time. Okay, good.
I love these. 3.
You know, there's a lot of people that say they just don't have time to work out. But you're watching us right now, and you do have time. If you have time to watch this program, you have time to do these exercises with us.
True.
Okay, come on, Corey. Right into the thigh. Beautiful. Feel those thighs.
Nice and slow. Contract that muscle at the top.
Up.
Really hard. You don't even
And
need weight to
squeeze.
get an
Good.
effect out of it.
Good. Way to go, Corey. Let's go.
We'll do 5 more.
Okay.
And 1.
There you go.
Everybody.
5 more home.
2.
Good.
Come
Feel
on.
it.
3.
Good.
4. Come on.
1 more. 5. Good.
All right.
Flex those muscles. Feel them. Feel those muscles in your legs because you got them.
Now
and we're going to work them.
Crunches. Everybody on the ground. Crunches. Okay, everybody
Right there.
join us at home.
Okay. And
1.
1. Good. 2. Squeeze. 3. 4. Excellent. Come on. 5. 6. 7. Squeeze them. Come on. 8. 9.
Go through and do 15
10.
repetitions.
Keep
We
them
will
going.
be right back, but make sure you finish up these 15 repetitions. And if you're a row fighter, give me 20. Okay? 20. You got it. We'll be right back.
Keep moving. Come on.
Stay tuned for more body shaping. In nature, animals find all the nutrition they need in the foods they eat. It's an instinct. Unfortunately, most people don't seem to have the same instinct. That's That's why there's Nature Made, a complete line of vitamins and minerals with no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. After all, we may be the most intelligent life on the planet, but we're only human. Nature Made, the more you know, the better you'll feel.
This man is a dentist, so we can't show you his face on television. Warning, Rob. But the fact that he's brushing his teeth may prompt you to ask, what brand of toothbrush do dentists use? Okay, Rob, show us. Oral-B. Used by more dentists than any other brand of toothbrush. Oral-B. The toothbrush more dentists use.
Until that morning, Tylenol was about all I ever took. Then I had that wipeout. What awful pain. The doctor said I'd be all right, and he gave me Nuprin. It's not aspirin or Tylenol. It's ibuprofen. It worked great. And you know what else? For my tough headaches, 2 Nuprins stop my headache pain better than extra-strength Tylenol. Yet it's gentler on my stomach than aspirin.
Nuprin. Little, yellow, different, better.
Now, my pain reliever is Nuprin.
One-to-One is sponsored by Gildemark's Breathables Bodywear.
Hello, Body Shapers. It's time for you to come back and exercise with us. All right, Laura's going to help us here, and we're going to take you through a real strict routine to exercise the entire body. The only difference is you're not going to be using weights. You're going to be utilizing the weight of your own body and the pressures of your own body. So you really don't have to have the weights there at home. So I want you to get up now, and I want you to join me in these exercises. You're going to feel a nice burn in your major muscle groups. And Laura, you ready to get going?
I'm ready.
Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do an isometric press for the biceps. Okay, so this is a biceps curl. But while you're curling the biceps, you're actually going to be working the triceps as well because you're applying pressure down on the triceps of the opposing hand. Okay? Shall we try it?
Good old gravity.
Bring the hand up, okay, and press the biceps. Just feel it. Now this is what's going to make your body grow. It's consistency with this exercise. It doesn't take a lot of weight. It just takes a little bit of pressure from your own body. If you happen to have weights at home, that helps, but you know what? We're going to do it without it this time.
You don't really need them.
No, you really don't for this. It does hurt, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now remember, you can add any amount of resistance that you want. If we're going for 15 repetitions, you're going to be able to moderate that weight and adjust it to your own body. Okay? Keep squeezing. We're going to get the blood rushing into that muscle. Just feel it. This is a good way to get used to your muscle. Watch it grow. Just feel it. That's the way. Come on. Okay? And you can feel the other muscle. Keep going, Laura. In the triceps here. You can feel that triceps working because you're pressing down with the other arm. Okay, switch now.
I have a burn.
To the other hand. Good. Okay. And squeeze. Feel that biceps. Beautiful. It's your body. Take care of it. You've only got one, so let's make use of it. We're going to help you right now to get that body into shape.
I feel like I'm using a weight.
Yeah, it does.
What's so neat about this?
It does. It's just pressure, and you're controlling it. You're in complete control of it. Can you feel that pump in your biceps?
I feel a pump.
I sure can. Good. Squeeze. Squeeze. You're looking good at home. Come on. Let's go. Squeeze. Beautiful. Squeeze. That's the way. Okay?
Oh.
Shake your arms out just a little bit. We're going to go right into shoulders. Feel that burn?
I like it.
I like it too. Okay. Bend your arms just a little bit. Palms down towards the floor. Okay? And we're going to turn in some circles here. That's the way. Beautiful. Okay. Get used to those muscles. Feel those muscles in the deltoid. Okay? We're working mainly the medial head of the deltoid and the shoulder girdle up in the trapezius muscle here. That's the way. Good. And feel the muscles right in there. Right in the top of your arm. Working. Working. Beautiful. Make them work. Can you feel the burn?
I feel the burn.
Good. Okay, rotate them the opposite direction now. Let's go.
Whew.
Good. Squeeze back. Beautiful. Can you feel it at home?
It's wild what a circle, how challenging that is.
Yeah, it is. It seems like this would be real easy, but you're actually holding up the weight of your arm. Now, if you want to add to the resistance, you can pick up a can or a weight, whatever you happen to have, and you could add a little more resistance to the muscle there.
One child in each hand?
That'd be a little tough. That'd be awfully small children. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Now just shake them out. Shake out the shoulders. Good. Okay. Now we're going to lunge. You can put your hands behind your head, or you can put them on your waist, or you can keep them in front of you. All right? I'm going to go overhead. Ready?
I'm going to take it here.
Right leg first.
Okay.
Good. Forward. Working the buttocks. Come on. Gluteus maximus. Work it off. Come on.
You don't want to ever look
Good.
down at the floor when you do these.
Right. Keep your back nice and straight and feel that bottom getting into shape. Nice and hard. Getting harder. Good. Come on.
Tight buttocks.
Let's go. Yeah. Okay, 5 more. 1. Good. Keep it going. 2. The sun is hot. And 3. Join us here. Come on. 4. And 1 more. Okay. Good. A little additional there. Can you feel that in the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now we're going to go down and we're going to work the chest muscles. Here we go. Now, if you're a beginner, I want you to stay on your knees. Have you done this before? I want you to get up off your knees, keep your back straight, and join us here for 15. Okay, ready, Laura?
Yep.
Let's take them through it. 1, 2, good. Strict form. 3, head up. 4, 5, 6, 7, squeeze. 8, working that chest. 9, 10, that's the way. 11, 12, 13, 2 more, 14, and 15. Beautiful. All right.
You should do 20 more.
20 more?
Yeah.
We'll give them their chance because we're going to do another set with them.
Okay.
Okay, good. Let's go and sit forward now, like so, and we're going to do some crunches. All right? Here we go. I want you to bring your feet up and tilt your pelvic bone up just a little bit, taking the pressure off your back and putting it on your lower abs. Okay, hands behind your head. Ready?
Ready.
Go. 1 and 2. Squeeze. Exhale. 4, 5, 6. That's the way. 7, 8. And we're going to be back with more body shaping, but I want you to keep it up. Keep those abs working. Keep that body working. Go. 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 Yes. All right. 10. Another set.
Hi, Body Shapers. With our new Body Shaping Home Gym and video, you can get into the best shape of your life.
The Body Shaping Home Gym and Workout Video is the exercise program you've been waiting for. Your program includes the revolutionary Body Shaping Home Gym and a 50-minute instructional video. The Home Gym cable provides variable resistance, which is the most effective way to exercise. The workout video is a step-by-step exercise guide with Corey Everson as your training partner. You'll lose fat, burn calories, you'll shape and tone your entire body. The Home Gym and Workout Video sell for $29.95 each, but when you order both, the price is only $39.95. That's a savings of $20. It's the perfect workout for men and women. Call toll-free 1-800-628-1800 to order the Body Shaping Home Gym or the Workout Video. Remember, order both and save $20. Available at most Sears stores. Sears, your money's worth and a whole lot more.
Ocean spray, cranberry cool, cranberry crisp. Ocean spray, most refreshing.
The crisp taste of cranberry. Now, wouldn't that be a refreshing change?
Woo! Cranberry cool, cranberry crisp. Ocean spray, most refreshing. What's got the latest?
Ocean Spray cranberry drinks. They're music to your mouth. Ah.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Some of the best exercises we like to recommend are
Bring it down and really stretch that muscle out. Okay? Up and back down again. I'm going to rely on you for counting, Corey.
Counting, that's me.
We may go over. 4. Come on, let's go. Let's go, body shapers. Let's do it. You want to keep your hands flat towards the floor, elbows up, even with your hands, and bring them down again. And 2. Beautiful. Come on, bring them up. Even if you don't have a weight, go through the motion and flex those muscles. Get those muscles circulating. Let's go. Even if you're sitting down, you're just sitting down. And what we're going to do is we're going to work right into the thigh here. And go ahead, Corey. 15. Now, if you don't have a machine at home, go without one. Stand up and flex forward, or you can do this. Okay? Let's go. On my side.
Even though we're not there in your living room with you, or in the gym with you, you've got to think of Mark and I and the rest of our body shaping staff as your personal trainers. We're going to do the best we can do, our best possible abilities to motivate you, to discipline you, to educate you on what the new training tips are, to educate you on proper diet, to yell at you when you're bad, because every once in a while everybody's really bad, and we're going to really yell at you to get you motivated and get that discipline going again. So we are your personal trainers, and we promise you to do our best, but you've also got to promise us that you will do your best.
That's right.
And remember always, keep on shaping. And smiling.
Corey Everson and cast wear Gilda Marks Breathables bodywear. Accommodations provided by the Turtle Bay Hilton and Country Club on Oahu's scenic North Shore. This has been a High Bar production in association with ESPN.
Brazilian goes for his second win of the season in his homeland. Ayrton Senna battles Alain Prost and Nigel Mansell at the Grand Prix of Brazil, Sunday at noon Eastern on ESPN.
Hi, did you know that if you throw an aluminum can out of your car window, it will still litter the earth up to 500 years from now? Check with your town hall and see which programs exist in your area for recycling aluminum. And remember, all aluminum products can be recycled. Aluminum foil, aluminum plates, frozen fruit trays, and building materials. Let's start cleaning up our environment, and let's start in our own backyards, because we can make a world of difference.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
airline that brings you 10 countries across Asia and the Pacific now bridges the Atlantic to Europe. With flights to Frankfurt and to Paris. Come fly the airline that spans more than half the world. United. Come fly the friendly skies.
Question. Would the arrival of world champion Alain Prost push Ferrari to the front? Would a winter of controversy slow 88 champion Ayrton Senna? And who among the young lions would rise to challenge the stars? The last question was answered first, as Frenchman Jean Alesi leaped past his elders in an inferior car and battled Senna on even terms in only his 9th Grand Prix. Senna then showed he has lost nothing. He finally subdued Alesi and pulled away to an 8-second victory. And Ferrari, 2 cars, 2 transmission meltdowns, and no World Championship points in Phoenix. Today, Ayrton Senna returns to Brazil in triumph, hoping to win his home Grand Prix for the first time. ESPN, the world leader in motorsports coverage, presents Speed World. For the first time in a decade, the city of Sao Paulo and the Interlagos Grand Prix circuit will host the Formula One Grand Prix of Brazil, second round in the 1990 World Championship. Hello, everyone. I'm Bob Barsha. Behind me, you see just the tiniest fraction of the incredible sprawl of Sao Paulo, Brazil. At 17 million citizens, one of the 3 largest cities on the planet. Bringing the Grand Prix here from Rio de Janeiro is a great coup for the Sao Paulo organizers, but it comes at a very difficult time. New Brazilian President Fernando Collor de Mello has introduced a financial austerity package of historic proportion, essentially freezing the financial assets of every Brazilian. Still, the organizers have managed to come up with the equivalent of $15 million worth of improvements to the Interlagos circuit to bring the race here. And to tell us more of the kind of racetrack they've come up with, we welcome our ESPN Formula One analyst and the newest holder of an international racing super license, David Hobbs. David?
Well, Bob, they didn't just tart up the old circuit. They went the whole hog and they built themselves a completely new 2.6-mile circuit here at Sao Paulo. It hasn't been received with absolutely universal admiration by the drivers, some of whom say it's lost the superb flair of the old circuit, but it certainly is safe, although just a bit bumpy for a brand new circuit. But the hundreds of thousands of Brazilians here today are happy boys because on the pole for the 43rd time out of 96 starts is Ayrton Senna. And right alongside him is his teammate. But the gap's closing. They're only tenths ahead of the rest of the field. Well, yesterday was practice and qualifying. Today is the race. And down at what could be a crucial part of today's race is John Bizignano.
Thank you very much, David. It's 2.6 miles around this altered Interlagos circuit. The drivers think it's a very safe circuit, but I'm standing right in the middle of turn 1. On every single lap, the drivers will have to negotiate some 150 miles an hour of de-acceleration. They will arrive at the beginning of this corner at some 190 miles an hour, and they will be on the brakes down to around 40 or 50 miles an hour for turn 1. A little bit of a design fault here in Interlagos. The exit of the pit lane is right at the apex of turn 2. The design of Interlagos will definitely help make for an exciting Brazilian Grand Prix.
Thank you, John. The starting line here at Interlagos is also slightly uphill, which means all 26 drivers will be trying to balance clutch, brake, and throttle pedal as they await the second green light of the 1990 season. ESPN Speed World coverage of the Grand Prix of Brazil is brought to you by Acura Automobiles, #1 in customer satisfaction 3 years in a row. By Mobil One synthetic motor oil. Isn't your car worth the extra protection? And by Budweiser, Beechwood Age for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. We'll be back to check the weather conditions, introduce the starting grid, and get ready for the start of the Brazilian Grand Prix right after this.
Here's the last stop on our tour. The Fountain of Youth.
This one's on me.
How about an ice cold Bud, young man?
I love this job.
How hot can it get inside your car's engine? 570 degrees under extreme conditions. Take a leading motor oil. Take Mobil One. Of course, Mobil One costs more, But under extreme conditions, when you see what can happen to conventional motor oil, it doesn't pay to play with fire. Mogul One, isn't your car worth the extra protection?
The ultimate driving machine. What a luxury car should be. Engineered like no other car in the world. A car you can believe in. These days, it seems that every luxury automaker has some sort of impressive slogan. But there's one claim that makes all the others seem insignificant. A claim that no automaker but Acura is entitled to make. #1 in customer satisfaction, 3 years in a row.
Can't be beat with baseball 4 nights a week. Under the lights, ESPN baseball tonight. Tuesday, Friday, doubleheader. Wednesday, it's nothing better. Catch it Sunday, watch the fun. Sunday night, home run.
The Royals face the Orioles, or the Athletics battle the Twins Wednesday night live on ESPN.
Baseball tonight.
75,000 seats have been sold out at the new Interlagos Raceway in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and there are plenty of thousands more of the Brazilians at $75 to $100 a pop who have come to support Nelson Piquet and Ayrton Senna racing in their home Grand Prix. Here's a look at the weather conditions. The skies are partly cloudy, temperatures 85 degrees, but the humidity makes it seem much warmer. Winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour blowing from the drivers' backs as they reach 190 miles an hour at the start-finish line of the racetrack. The weatherman says we'll have scattered thunder showers the rest of the day, so weather could be a factor in today's race. The cars beginning to make their way around this 2.68-mile racetrack, 26 strong, among them 3 world champions. A very tricky racetrack. This is the S-turn named for the 88 world champion Ayrton Senna, and we should point out that after a winter of bitter controversy involving the international governing body, there is great support for Senna, and the signs reflect great dissatisfaction with the president of the FISA, the international sanctioning body, Jean-Marie Balest. Some of those signs are very graphic. You may find some of them a little bit objectionable. If we see anything untoward, we'll tell you about it. Here's the way the field will line up. As David mentioned, for the 43rd time in his career, Brazilian Ayrton Senna has wowed the home fans. He is on the pole. Next to him will be his McLaren Honda teammate, Gerhard Berger of Austria, who had the pole in Phoenix. Row 2 will be all Williams-Renault, and they'll be carrying our in-car cameras. Terry Boutsen of Belgium will be on one side. Next to him, Italian Riccardo Patrese making his 194th Formula One start. On row 3, all Ferrari. Nigel Mansell of Great Britain. They need to redeem themselves after dropping out at Phoenix. Alain Prost of France will start in the 6th hole. Row 4 will be the fastest V8 car in the field, the real star of Phoenix, young Frenchman Jean Alesi. Next to him, Italian Pierluigi Martini, both cars on Pirelli tires using Cosworth engines. Row 5 will be Andrea de Cesaris of Italy, having another good run, the man with more starts without a victory than any other in the field. Next to him will be Frenchman Philippe Alliot on Goodyear tires in a Ligier with Ford Cosworth power. Row 6 will be young Frenchman Eric Bernard, a bit overshadowed by Alesi. He'll be in the LaRousse Lamborghini. Next to him will be Italy's Stefano Motta in the Brabham Judd, once again running on Pirelli tires. Row 7 will be Nelson Piquet in the Benetton Ford, made the last start for that car before the new one arrives. Next to him, Martin Donnelly of Great Britain, equaling his best Formula One qualifying effort in the Lotus Lamborghini. Row 8 will be Alessandro Nannini of Italy in the second Benetton Ford. Next to him, Gianni Morbidelli of Italy, sitting in for Emanuele Pirro of Italy, who is out sick. Row 9 will be Paolo Barilla of Italy in the Minardi with Cosworth power, only his 3rd Grand Prix start. Next to him, Aguri Suzuki of Japan in the second LaRousse Lamborghini. Row 10 will be the lightest driver in the field at 130 pounds, Satoru Nakajima of Japan in the Tyrrell. Next to Italy's Nicola Larini in the Ligier, once again Ford Cosworth power there. Row 11 will be Olivier Griard of France in the Pirelli Shadow Sella Cosworth. Next to him, Gregor Wojtek of Switzerland making his last start for the Brabham Judd team. Row 12 will be Michele Alboreto of Italy in the USF&G Footwork Arrows carrying another in-car camera. Next to him, Derek Warwick in the second Lotus Lamborghini. Great straight-line speed in those cars. The final row, Alex Caffey of Italy in the second Arrows with an in-car camera. And Yannick Dalmas of France in the AGS car. Those that missed the cut, Stefan Johansson and J.J. Leto for the Onyx team. Ivan Capelli and Mauricio Gugelmin, a heartbreak for him. He's a native Brazilian. Roberto Moreno, Gabriela Tarquini, Bertrand Gasho, Claudio Langes, and Gary Brabham failed to make the field as well. David, a quick look at the field as we're ready for the green light.
Well, of course, the thing about this course is it's very, very physical. It's got about 12 turns and 3 sweeps, but all the turns are very long and extremely tough on the drivers' necks because they're going the wrong way here. This is one of the few left-hand turning courses.
You see the cars coming to the grid. On the left is your pole sitter Senna. On the right is Berger. They'll have a few seconds before the green light comes on. Our in-car cameras are in the Williams cars and in both of the Footwork Arrows machines. There is the red light. Down come the clutches. It's an uphill start. Berger slides in behind teammate Senna, and he slides over now to block Terry Bootson in one of the Williams. The Ferraris on his low, and we've got an accident. It looks like it might have been one of the Delaras.
Just gone off.
Gone off backwards at one of the few fast corners that has room for a car to go off. And he did it about the best that could have happened, David. He went off on the outside of the track. If he stayed on, he would have come down to the apex.
I think what happened was one of the, I think it was either Philly Ballio or Nicola Lorini in the Ligier got trapped as they come up to the front line there.
Here's another look from high overhead in a helicopter provided by TV Globo, the Brazilian network. You see Berger in the second-place car blocking the Williams, but look, 3 or 4 cars behind as the blue...
Didn't exactly get trapped. He tried to be brave, tried to make up places on that start, and nudged one of the Delaras off, which is well and truly into the fence.
Looks like Andrea de Cesaris.
It does indeed.
Now it remains to be seen what is going to be called here. 71 laps scheduled for this event. We'll see if they're going to start. It looks as though they are. Ayrton Senna on the point.
40 into second gear. As he sweeps through there, he'll pick up third straight away here. Then he sweeps right up through the gearbox here. 4th, 5th, finds a 6th. Still going downhill here. Not very steeply now. Very steep down to turn 1. A gradual downhill here. Hard on the brakes again. You can see the rubber strips there on the back of the car. That's like exhaust flame. Down to probably 4th gear. Long left-hand corner, and as you can see, the road keeps on going left. Terrifically tiring on these guys here because they're used to turning right everywhere, mainly. Okay, a right swing here, probably either 4th, maybe in 3rd. And as you can see, all these corners are really, really long, which is very tough on the driver's neck, his upper torso, and, of course, very tough on the front tires.
Senna is your leader. The fast lap has been turned in by Bootson in 3rd position thus far, and Senna has left no one behind him, less than a second to the 2nd and 3rd place cars.
Down to this long, this is another steeply downhill left-hander. Again in 5th gear, that. Hard on the brakes, back to 4th, and through this last tight left-hander as they come back up to rejoin the start-finish straight.
And with that, they will finish lap number 5 here in Brazil. A huge crowd on hand, and it is a very gay crowd, a very happy crowd, despite the fact that everybody has very little money. They managed to come up with enough to get into this racetrack, and they are really enjoying seeing this man up front. He is very much the national hero right now. Just turned 30 years of age last Wednesday, did Ayrton Senna. There is his teammate, Gerhard Berger.
Well, Senna, of course, very much the man of the moment here in Sao Paulo. This is his hometown, not only his home country, but actually his hometown. Mind you, some town with 17 million inhabitants, at which he feels comfortable, and that he feels he's going to really try and reduce the front wear on those, or the tire wear on those front tires of his. And he may just for the moment be holding Berger up. And of course, Berger won't want to be held up too much because right behind him is Thierry Boutsen.
Senna is your leader. Berger, Boutsen, Prost, Mansell, and Patrese follow. Jean Alesi driving with a queasy stomach. He's picked up a little bit of the bug that has affected many of us here in Brazil, holding down 7th spot. That's where he qualified. Behind him, Pierluigi Martini, Stefano Modena, Philippe Ayot. They have been right up among the fastest cars in a straight line, but they qualify at the back.
Well, they obviously need to do some fine-tuning on their balance between aerodynamic downforce and drag. The cars have been extremely fast in the straight line here, but have not done some very good lap times. Now, part of that is due to the fact that they've spent an awful lot of time parked in the garage. And if you're in the garage, you can't be setting fast lap times. They've had a pretty rough weekend. I'm sure that Derek Warwick is particularly peeved.
Senna has quickly opened up a 1.35 second lead over Berger, has begun to drift back a little bit, but only 0.3 of a second behind him is Thierry Boutsen. Very much a battle for second place.
Gerhard Berger definitely drifting back into the clutches of Thierry Boutsen. Boutsen didn't go quite as well in warm-up this morning as he'd hoped. They'd made a chassis change overnight, but he said after the warm-up, I will change it back to how it was yesterday, and I think it will be good for the race. And so far, it doesn't look too bad, and I'm sure it looks extremely good to Gerhard Berger.
It's been 10 years since they raced here at Interlagos, and only 3 drivers in the field, Alain Prost, Nelson Piquet, and Ricardo Patrese.
Now there we're seeing young Gerhard from Thierry's view. Look at the speed. Thierry using that slipstream to full advantage. Can he do it? Yes.
Sharp left-hander coming up here.
Now you can't do better than that, folks. Up to 3rd there. Then he'll snap 4th, 5th, 6th here.
And Terry Bootsman must be absolutely rejoicing in that car. There's been a knock on Bootsman lately that he doesn't race well. He can pick up the victories by driving very steadily in the rain and so forth. He won his 2 victories in the rain last year. But people have been criticizing Bootson for his lack of get up there and mix it up with the big boys. But he just took down Gerhard Berger, and that's saying something.
Well, and also the new Stage 3 Renault engine doesn't look too shabby either, because he made superb ground on Berger as they came up that long, far straight. He used the slipstream to good avail and whistled by him on braking. And
we're going to take a quick time out. Ayrton Senna is your leader, followed by Berger, Bootson, Prost, Mansell, Petresi, Alisi, Martini, Modena.
It's just a pure and natural beer for you. So icy cold, so crisp, so clean for you.
Of all the beers that are cold filtered, only one has that distinctively clean, crisp taste. Budweiser, cold filtered and Beechwood aged for over 110 years.
This Bud's for you.
These championship-winning drivers have one thing in common: Goodyear Racing Eagles. The race-winning technology that's found in the Goodyear Racing Eagles can also be found in the world's best-selling line of high-performance street tires, Goodyear Eagle Street Radials. The champions know, and it's why we say the best tires in the world have Goodyear written all over them.
Maybe the reason more people switch to Glidden than any other paint in the last 5 years is because we've got the color they're looking for.
My brown eyes blue.
Glidden, a better way to paint.
If you like sports, you can win $100 right now in your home. Just go to the phone and dial this number, Kelly's Phone Quiz. Use your push buttons to answer 9 sports trivia questions, and we'll pay you $100. Simple to do and a lot of fun. You can even select your favorite sports category.
Call now. Answer 9 questions correctly with your push-button phone and win $100. 1-900-246-KELLY. $1.50 first minute, 75 cents additional minutes.
Call now and let your fingers win you $100.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Dirt and short track pavement racing, maybe even a little drag racing and some other things thrown in. You're not going to want to miss it. April 7th, Saturday Night Thunder at 9 p.m. Terry Bootson circulates in second place, having taken down Gerhard Berger for that position. Ayrton Senna remains your leader. The gap, 2.6 seconds. We had a small get-together on the racetrack as it looked like Michele Alboreto and the Dallara of Gianni Morbidelli in his first Formula One race came together, touched wheels, and you cannot do that in these open-wheeled cars. Morbidelli went off the racetrack backwards. Excuse me, no, it was the Osella. It was the Osella of Olivier Grouillard.
Olive Grouillard may be stuck in the mud here because they had a lot of rain on Thursday, and the environ of the racetrack, as it were, are still extremely slippery, and pretty well every car that's gone off there over the weekend has been stuck well and truly. Jerry Bootson hammering along well.
Twice, and he has never won. We'll see how he does when we return to the Formula One Grand Prix of Brazil.
This is a brand new car. Put in a leading motor oil. This is an identical new car. Put in Mobil 1 and drive. Under extreme conditions, temperatures in your engine can reach 570 degrees. Of course, Mobil 1 costs more. But then, look at what can happen to conventional oil. Mobil 1, isn't your car worth the extra protection?
The engines in these 2 cars were designed by the same engineers, but the car on the right has one advantage over the car on the left. It's now available for test drives. Introducing the 1990 Acura Integra.
Maybe the reason more people switch to Glidden than any other paint in the last 5 years is because it lasts year after year, no matter what the weather.
Stormy weather.
Glidden, a better way to paint.
This week on Speed Week at 7:30 Eastern Time, Thursday night, Winston Cup at Atlanta and the NHRA Gator Nationals. Speed Week, the motorsports coverage you deserve, Thursday night at 7:30 Eastern.
This is ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
One of the main reasons for a somewhat peculiar grid in Phoenix is due to the fact that Pirelli takes a very special approach in supplying their teams with incredibly competitive qualifying tires. We talked to Dario Casavelli about the special approach to qualifying.
For some reason, for some technical reason, it's possible to use one set of tires for 2 or 3 times. That means usually the qualifiers are only good for 1 lap, maximum 2 laps, and then the tires are finished. With the Pirelli tires, you can shave this tire. You just, clean the surface, the tread pattern of the tire, and the tires are good another time. And as happened here in Phoenix, this second possibility sometimes allow the driver to be even quicker. So Martini was second and De Cesare was third, using buffed tires, as you say, clean tires, not the brand new.
Ayrton Senna is your leader, followed by Terry Boutsen, almost 5 full seconds in arrears now. Alain Prost, 1.4 seconds behind Boutsen. In 4th place, Gerhard Berger, 2.2 seconds back. Nigel Mansell, almost 4 seconds behind Berger in 5th. 6th place, Riccardo Patrese. 7th, Jean Alesi. 8th is Pierluigi Martini. 9th, Nelson Piquet. 10th, Stefano Modena, followed by Satoru Nakajima. Martin Donnelly doing well in the 12th position. Aguri Suzuki, Michele Alboreto, Alex Caffey, Paolo Barilla, who has been lapped, and Alessandro Nannini, 17th. Yannick Dalmas is 18th.
Prost is really hounding Thierry Boutsen.
The 2 mechanics flying up in the air. They both recovered. 2 mechanics and tires went all over the pit area. He had to be doing 60 miles an hour. He is in the second pit. Terry's shaking his head. Mechanic's one knee is bleeding very hard. They have to change the nose. Yes, the mechanic that was hit on the left-hand side of the car went right up all the way over the top of the air box. Now that nose is coming off both sections, the lower section and the top section. Oh, how is Terry Boutsen going to recover from this emotionally? He looks very upset in the car. Black streak marks coming all the way in. He did not reverse the car. He was pushed backwards by his crew, and then he went forward into his stopping area. Prost had a very fast pit stop. Oh my gosh, he pulled out right in front of the arrows. The arrows had to lock up all 4 wheels. This is one of the widest pit lanes in Formula One, but boy, it's crowded right now. When they're planning everyone to stop, they can't do anything else but come close to one another. Prost, a perfect, looks like a 6 or 7 second pit stop.
Well, you saw a brief replay there of what happened to Terry Boutsen. His tires and mechanics went flying. This is Gianni Morbidelli in his first Formula One start for the Dallara team, replacing Emanuele Pirot, who is suffering from hepatitis and could not be here in Brazil. Now you're on board once again with Terry Boutsen. And my question, David, how does he like me to react?
Well, I think that Thierry's going to be pretty upset, actually. He's not unduly sensitive, as most racing drivers are not. But on the other hand, he'll be very worried about that guy he ran over. And I'm sure they're trying to tell him in the car the condition of the driver.
And just as he bore in for a possible pass, we cut away to pick up one of the Benettons. I would suspect that's probably...
Must be Nelson Piquet, I was sure, because... otherwise, we wouldn't be watching it.
Ayrton Senna is now pitting. Let's hear from John.
Ayrton Senna coming into the very first pit stop area. They had a little bit of trouble with the tires. Joe Ramirez doing some work on his visor. He was totally covered in oil. He hasn't really been following anyone, that there is some oil out there somewhere. They're getting all set up for his teammate Gerhard Berger.
Meanwhile, the battle continues on the racetrack. 5th place, John Alesi trying to hold off 6th place, Nelson Piquet. We'll take a quick break and return.
Presenting a superbly engineered high-performance machine. One designed to outperform anything the competition has ever introduced. With exceptional starting power, smooth acceleration, and outstanding fuel efficiency. What do we call this masterpiece of engineering? Bosch Platinum, the ultimate spark plug with the advantages of pure platinum. You've never driven anything like it.
To locate a Bosch retailer or service outlet, call 1-800-882-8101.
Nothing beats a winning team, pushing hard, reaching for the dream. Nothing beats clean, crisp and cold. Got the king of beers, you're on a roll. Nothing beats the Bud, Budweiser. Nothing beats the Bud. Nothing beats the Bud.
Time to go, boys. You've been in there long enough.
Hey, we're not even tired. I feel good.
So I've checked mileage and it's...
Hey, we're the order lights. We're guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
I feel good. Yeah, 2 years no matter how far we go.
But no spark plug guarantees that.
We do. So good. Yeah, we're the auto lights. So go pull the plug on somebody else.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
You're watching your leader, Ayrton Senna, who's doing, is that Gerhard Berger up front? I beg your pardon.
Well, after all that schmozzle in the pits, I'm not surprised you're getting confused. I'm as confused as heck up here. We keep going from one car to another on these camera shots, and we haven't got a clue where we're going.
A man as competitive as Alain, will he be happy with second place with Ferrari, or will he be just upset that he isn't winning it?
Alan takes the long-term view. I think he's done so for quite a long time in his Grand Prix career. And Senna's looks like the front wing, the right front wing in his car is off, and he is about to come into the pits. He's run into the back of one of the Tyrrells. Yes, you can see he's going to make a pit stop for the nose, and that is actually maybe a lot worse than just the nose cone. We have to wait now and see what's going to happen to Ayrton Senna. Here he's coming into the pit lane. What a disaster.
As we said, there does seem to be a jinx on Ayrton Senna winning his home Grand Prix. What's going to happen now? This will take at least 20-25 seconds.
And you better believe that Alain Prost has probably got a little bit of a smile on his face behind the helmet in the leading Ferrari. Remember, he and Ayrton Senna were teammates at McLaren last year, and they absolutely hated each other. From the third race of the year in Imola, Italy, they did not even speak to each other. And the season finally came to a very dramatic and unfortunate conclusion. Prost becoming world champion in Japan when the two drivers collided while running first and second in the Japanese Grand Prix. Prost, of course, did not run in Adelaide, the rain-drenched race that wound up the season. He and Senna are absolute arch enemies. Let's get a comment from John Bizignano in the pit lane.
Bob, you were speaking about the problems last year between the McLaren teammates. Well, Alain Prost moved to Ferrari, of course, and on the grid here in Brazil, he went over to Mansell's car, and the two of them made a deal for turn one. I couldn't find out exactly who was supposed to go through first, but Prost certainly wanted to make it absolutely clear who was going to make it through there first and have nothing stupid happen to him. It certainly paid off for him, but because the deal didn't work in McLaren doesn't mean it can't work in Ferrari.
There you see Gerhard Berger making his way through in second place, going by one of the Tyrrells.
That was Nakajima, who I know just kept well out of the way that time. Going down to turn 2 now. Gerhard Berger also losing ground, slowly but surely, to this man here, Alain Prost, who's leading the race.
Now that was either dust or smoke out the back of the Ferrari. I hope we get another close look at it. Remember how he smoked and finally blew up in Phoenix 2 weeks ago?
Must be getting on for the fastest lap of the race. We don't have that information in the booth, but it's a very good.
Nelson Piquet is there, and so is John.
Very quick stop for the other Brazilian, the other world champion, Nelson Piquet. About a 7-second stop on our watches. All new Goodyears all the way around, no problem whatsoever, but it is a little bit late in the race.
Late indeed, with 49 laps now complete. 22 laps remain in the Brazilian Grand Prix. The McLaren of Gerhard Berger is second. Alain Prost is leading.
Introducing the 1990 Acura Integra, an automobile that could very well restore the public's faith in the term new and improved.
The next time your car is in the shop, remember, Fram oil filters protect your engine better because they stop more dirt the first time through than any other filter. Fram, you can pay a little now or a lot later.
Ride with me, take you to the places that you wanna be. Yeah, come ride with me, gonna take you places that you never see. Come ride with me, ride this country, ride with me.
Shake, rattle, and roll into ESPN Saturday Night Thunder. Every week, experience the blinding speed and hair-raising danger of motorsports mania. The night kicks off with Speed Week. Then beware of flying objects. Cap off the night with live USAC midget and sprint races. It's the madness of Saturday Night Thunder, only on ESPN.
I spent a lot of time in Brazil too, with the family, and it was a quite good summer for me.
Training, testing, relaxing a bit, not much because unfortunately it was a very short winter with many tests.
This year I was very busy. I worked quite a lot, and I did a lot of sport. I tried to play golf a little bit, but in winter it's difficult in Europe, so I went to ski a little bit, but we had not too much snow. So it was difficult winter because I had to work, and I did not enjoy a part of working, did not enjoy very much.
We look after girls, skiing. I've been most of the time home in Brazil, just enjoying life away from motor racing.
Once again this year, you too can ask a question of a Formula One World Championship driver. Make it a good one. Send it to Ask the Driver, Post Office Box.
Small five for points, which will still keep him at the head of the table. But at least it gives Prost, this guy here, Alan Prost, the current leader, a good leg up with 9. And of course it'll put Berger back in the picture, who also went away pointless from Phoenix after making that mistake and going into the tyres that we saw. And of course, of which we had a replay. And we're not going to get any replays here of what's happening out there, especially the exciting thing. Alan Prost going around, that looked like Nakajima.
Who right now is being very careful about going into corners.
Yeah, he's not going to take another race lead round. Otherwise, you get the old sword out. Do a bit of shirt slipping.
Alain Prost, should he win this race, would crack several milestones. It would be his 40th Grand Prix victory. Second man on the list, of course, Jackie Stewart with 27. It's been 2 years since Alain Prost became the all-time winningest driver in Formula One history. It would also be the 98th career victory for the Ferrari team, the all-time winningest team in Grand Prix racing, and the only team that has competed in each season of the Formula One World Championship since it is that may carry him to victory. We'll be right back to the Grand Prix of Brazil.
The Mona Lisa has no eyebrows. Venus de Milo lacks arms. Chickens have no lips. Why? Ask why. Try Bud Dry. It's cold filtered for smooth draft taste and dry brewed for no aftertaste. So when it comes to refreshment, nothing's missing.
you get the best charcoal, Kingsford, with just the right amount of lighter fluid already added. That's why there's only one match for Match Light. Match Light from Kingsford.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
High-rise buildings like these stretch for mile after mile as far as the eye can see, housing a population estimated at some 17 million and producing fully 1/3 of the gross national product of Brazil. Don't forget, coming your way on ESPN Major League Baseball this year, Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, live action featuring all 26 Major League teams. We start the season Tuesday, March 27th, with the New York Yankees visiting the New York Mets, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, followed on Thursday, March 29th, also at 7:30 Eastern, the Kansas City Royals versus the Houston Astros. Check it out, Major League Baseball, right here on ESPN. At long last, the baseball season will get underway. You're on board in the Williams Renault, being piloted by Terry Bootson, who's had quite an interesting day here, including knocking down a couple of his mechanics in the pit. He climbs the hill now, past the pit entrance, past the grandstand, packed with 75,000 maniac Brazilians, hoping that Ayrton Senna can somehow move up from third position. Let's listen in to the sound of this Renault in Terry Bootson's car.
Straight from 6th to 2nd there.
To put himself out of a race, as he did in Monaco a couple of years ago by driving too hard and crashing. Certainly, as he did in a situation like that, coming together a slower car. Now, I believe this is Prost overtaking one of the Benettons. Let's see how he handles the passing maneuver. This is on the infield portion. Short downhill run, tight left-hander coming up. And then uphill.
So Alan Prost is going to be pretty jolly careful about how he passes anybody and where he passes them, because he's got a 16-second lead on Berger, and he really has been setting an electrifying pace here.
There's Ayrton Senna. Will not see Prost put a pass on the Benetton. Down to the start-finish line comes first a Ligier, followed by one of the Tyrrells, and finally Ayrton Senna, the third-place car. Gianpatrese, who was smoking earlier, has made his way into the pits. He will drop out while running in the 5th position, and that will elevate his teammate Terry Bootson to 5th place. Don't forget, our next event on Formula One's World Tour here on ESPN will be the Grand Prix of San Marino, May 13th. We'll be coming to you live in the morning. Just the beginning of 8 races. Most of the European dates will be live. Lots of Formula One action still to come this year, and as we can tell from both Phoenix and the race here in Brazil, there is going to be plenty of action, lots of drama, and an exciting World Championship indeed.
Lots of early morning coffee will be called for during the summer, as people getting up at 5 o'clock out on the west coast saying, oh, I must watch that Grand Prix from Imola or Monte Carlo or wherever it is. Silverstone, he must probably saw that action here on the track too.
But he's not off the board yet, so we'll consider him still a runner. One of the Benettons now pulling up on one of the Tyrrells.
Decided against Dallas at the last lap.
Could be Piquet and Alesi. Now, if Piquet can take this position, that will put him up into the points. Nelson Piquet looking for 6th place right here, and he has got 1 lap in which to do it.
So it's too bad we have to go away from that.
But here is the checkered flag. Alain Prost is across in point, and there is a deafening silence from the estimated crowd of 100,000 here in Brazil. Alain doesn't care. He says, I beat Senna. I've won for Ferrari. There is Senna making his way across unofficially in 3rd place, 33.5 seconds down to the leader. Gerhard Berger preceded him, 16 seconds in arrears in 2nd place. Nigel Mansell will come across the line in 4th position, followed by Terry Bootson, and perhaps Nelson Piquet can salvage a bit of Brazilian honor and may score that 6th and final point.
And Michael Cranerton Ford would be ecstatic if he had.
Senna crosses the finish line.
And he does.
And Piquet picks up 6th. John Alesi just nudged out to 7th position after that stirring second he scored 2 weeks ago in Phoenix. Now there has to be a bit of...
When his car went past here, I thought it sounded a bit rough. He could well have broken an exhaust header, which just leaks away a few vital horsepower.
especially when you're running against Ford's Benetton exclusive G8. Your leader and your winner is the Prost, his 40th career Grand Prix victory. We watched history here today in Brazil. We'll be back to wrap things up in a moment.
It's just a pure and natural beer for you. So icy cold, so crisp, so clean for you.
Of all the beers that are cold filtered, only one has that distinctively clean, crisp taste. Budweiser, cold filtered and Beechwood aged for over 110 years.
This Bud's for you.
It is one of the most rigorously tested fluids on Earth, relentlessly measured for maximum protection against the friction, the heat, and stress of today's engines. It is today's Quaker State. The Big Q is one tough motor oil.
Wherever dirt goes, you know it's up to no good, especially when dirt goes for your car. So when it comes to stopping dirt, okay, more people go with Fram. Because no air filter traps more dirt than Fram. It's the #1 way to stop dirt in its tracks.
Uh-oh. Oh, no!
Oh, yeah. Fram, the end of the road for dirt.
Before paved roads, there was the leaf spring suspension. Wagon builders used it to smooth out bumps. Later, the Model A depended upon it. Even today, the Jeep Wrangler still uses the old leaf spring. But Suzuki has designed a modern, rugged suspension for the Sidekick, with features like coiled springs and hydraulic shocks, so it really does smooth out the bumps. And now that there are paved roads, who needs paved roads? Suzuki. Everyday vehicles that aren't.
Being a tough motor oil takes more than tough talk. Sure, one brand says it's for smaller cars, while Quaker State has been tested tough enough to exceed the most demanding specs for every size car sold in the U.S. Quaker State is one tough motor oil.
Sao Paulo, Brazil, one of the world's great cities, and we've certainly enjoyed being here. ESPN Speed World coverage of the Grand Prix of Brazil has been brought to you by Quaker State. The Big Q is one tough motor oil. By Suzuki Motorcycles and ATVs. Suzuki, the ride you've been waiting for. And by Budweiser. Beechwood aged for that clean, crisp taste. This Bud's for you. His record 40th Formula One Grand Prix victory moves Alain Prost to second in the Drivers' World Championship with 9 points. Ayrton Senna leads with 13, followed by Jean Alesi, Gerhard Berger, and Terry Boutsen tied for third with 6 points. Nelson Piquet now has 4. Nigel Mansell, Stefano Morita, and Satoru Nakajima fill out the point scorers thus far in 1990. David, your thoughts?
Well, all I can say is that Ayrton Senna's going to watch that replay and he's going to say, why? Poor old Ed.
John Bizignano, what'd you think of today's race?
Well, the race ended in silence, but there certainly was celebration in Ferrari. Alain Prost winning for Ferrari in round 2 of the World Championship. Can you imagine what San Marino is going to be like in May?
And I can imagine that San Marino is now sold out with news of Ferrari's victory. We hope you'll join us live for that race. We're going to come on at 8:25 a.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, the 13th of May. I'm Bob Barsha for John Bizignano and David. Good luck in Japan and the sports cars. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Before records are broken and headlines are made, get the first and most informative look at all the upcoming day's action on SportsCenter Game Day. Saturday and Sunday mornings at 11:30 Eastern on ESPN.
This is the pump. This is the interesting pump. It works right here. It have a little ball on the front, and you just like pump it up. You pump the tongue, and it has an air bladder inside that compresses the air in the shoe.
So you can put it up to the level, where you want it.
That's good when you're playing basketball, You need comfort.
Oh. Give me that. And when you want to release it, it's a button on the back.
And you push it.
And it releases the air.
Ooh, where do you get these? You must be bad or something. Pump it up.
College basketball and the NCAA, a great American tradition. But there's more to it than just a tournament. The NCAA is also taking the lead in the war against drug and alcohol abuse. While young people face healthy competition on the court, too often they face deadly peer pressure to use drugs off the court. So get involved, volunteer, and help the NCAA Foundation. Be what I call a point of light.
If you're not using the firm videos, you're wasting workouts. Expert judges gave the firm both of America's highest awards. In the biggest independent consumer poll ever, 3,000 firm users compared it to all the other tapes they'd tried. 99% called the firm the most effective. Choose from 3 complete 60-minute firm workouts. Variable weights make each easy for beginners or super tough. And for the maximum results of cross-training, you can alternate volumes because each has a special emphasis. Volume 1, extra weight training. Volume 2, extra aerobics. Volume 3, interval training with the new step-up stool. Each delivers visible results within 10 workouts. The firm aerobic workout with weights. Limited offer, save $10, each $39.95 plus $3.50 shipping. Call 1-800-FIT-1200. Top national winner. FIT 1200.
Imagine flying to Paris, then being whisked away to the French wine country, where you'll spend a week at La Varenne in Burgundy and learn to cook exquisite French cuisine. Enter Bay's Learn to Cook in France recipe contest, and Bay's English Muffins may fly you there on Air France. Just send us your original recipe using Bay's English Muffins, and if you win, the trip to France for 2 is yours. Look for the specially marked packages in your grocer's dairy case. Bay's.
The world's fastest milers take off for a big payoff. $100,000 if they break a world record. It's just part of the excitement at the Sunkist Invitational. Live Friday night on ESPN.
While Oakland is the lone unbeaten road team in baseball, the A's have earned B's for their work at home. On Sunday afternoon, the Athletics went after their 5th victory in 7 tries at the Coliseum. The Mariners were looking for a split of this series. It's pretty good action, but it was a rough day, though. Call this one a overcast day in Oakland. Scott Sanderson, top of the first, a leadoff walk to Harold Reynolds. One batter later, facing Alvin Davis. Sanderson 40 pitches in the first inning. Next batter, Jeffrey Leonard would make him pay for his charity. Looked like it was just going to be a routine fly ball. It just continued to drift. Davis and Leonard would later score. It was 3-0. Eric Hansen, that's Eric with a K. Just ask Mike Gallego. And Ken Phelps, frozen by the curveball. Hansen and the Mariners win it by the final of 5-2. Hansen and Mike Jackson combining for a 7-hitter. Hansen had 7 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings. Walt Weiss homered for the first time this season, Bob.
The Royals and the Blue Jays. A lot of folks expect them to be meeting in October, but Kansas City's April has been one long shower, and these first 2 games in Toronto were all wet losses. Sunday, Kansas City sending the only non-millionaire among its starting pitchers, Tom Flash Gordon, after the Blue Jays, and Flash watching as Bo Jackson settled in. Remember, he had 32 home runs last year. Here at the top of the first with Kevin Saintzer on first. There it goes. Fishing on the curve. It's not bodacious like back on the lawn in Kansas City, but it's out nonetheless. Top of the third, Jim Eisenreich had a 2-run single in this game, and then takes John Cerruti out to make it a 4-0 Royals lead, while Tom Gordon freezing John Olerud, the rookie DH. Flash is 4-0 lifetime against the Blue Jays. Tony Fernandez had an infield single. The hit streak is now at 12 games. 7-0 on the final score, and the way it should be for KC. Jeff Montgomery and Mark Davis finishing up. Cerruti is now 1-2 from home. Ooh. Next, the rest of the ultimate day in the NBA regular season.
Sunday, a day of rest for Charles Barkley, not by his choice, but his mates were in action. Philly fills in, or tries to, and SportsCenter returns.
Everybody made it to the wedding. Lester, Bridget, Sid and Bubbles flew in. Even Donnie got special leave from the Navy. They all found the time. Too bad you had to work.
Konica copiers, they just work all the time.
After the scraping, after soothes, after the burning, after soothes, after aftershave skin conditioner. Nothing's more soothing after.
I'm Menon.
Top to bottom, and I clean lights on and rotating.
Checking rudder control.
Rudder full left, rudder full right, rudder neutral.
Checking elevator control.
Elevators full up.
Be a part of the team that keeps America strong. There's a place for you in today's Air Force Reserve.
The Golden Bear is on his way to becoming the first golfer in history to win tournaments on the PGA and Senior PGA Tours in the same year. He could do it at the USF&G Classic, Thursday and Friday live on ESPN.
Back to the NBA, and imagine when this year began, having tickets to the regular season finale between the Sixers and Celtics, and thinking this game could decide the Atlantic Division. Well, when reality set in, the game meant absolutely nothing, and the game was minus the stars for both teams. Charles Barkley sitting this one out, a one-game suspension, while Larry Bird just trying to sit comfortably. He's had that abscess on his rear end. Rick Mahorn, one of the combatants in that Detroit brawl, getting beat up by one of his own coaches. First quarter, Hersey Hawkins, game-high 24 from three. Good. Kevin McHale saying, come on, Kaminsky, it's just a game. The last game, who cares? McHale, though, had a big afternoon. He had 22, getting his own rebound. Sixers missing Charles Barkley. The Celtics didn't miss. Reggie Lewis for the hoop. Celtics win at 118-98. Boston won 9 of its last 10. And they also set an NBA market free throw percentage, surpassing the Bucks' record of last season. Boston shooting 83% from the line this year. The playoff-bound Pacers closed out their regular season with a 10-point win over the Bullets at the Cap Center. Indiana had 6 players in double figures. They finished the season, regular season, 42-40. The second time in franchise history they have finished above 500 in the league.
The Bulls and the Pistons got a good long last look at each other in a game that essentially meant nothing, unless you realize Chicago and Detroit may have a May meeting that may mean a great deal more today. The Bulls closing out the Palace in the regular season. Bill Lambert back in after the one-game suspension. Did he practice at all during the suspension? What do you think? First half, Joe Dumars to Dennis Rodman at halftime. The Pistons by 6. Chicago running. Scottie Pippen puts it home. The Bulls leading it late, but luck on the side of the Pistons, like Vinnie Johnson's lucky bounce. Hello. And the Pistons rally to take the lead. Joe Dumars spiriting past Craig Hodges with a shot and the foul. Pistons win it by 5. Yes, it was Earth Day all over. Michael doesn't win the game, but he wins the scoring title. 7 Pistons in double figures, 111-106. The Pistons have won 5 straight home games now against the Bulls. Bulls play the Bucks, and the Pistons play the Pacers in the first round. Lakers close out a regular season with the second most victories in the Magic Johnson era. Magic did not start this game against Portland. No reason given. I think he's earned a night off. Denver clinching the 7-hole with a 7-point victory at home against the Timberwolves. Michael Adams at 32. Nuggets play the Spurs in the next round. Nuggets swept all 5 from Minnesota. Mavericks have rehired interim head coach Richie Adubato for next season. They announced that before this game with Charlotte. Game the Mavericks won by 11, behind 17 from Roy Tarpley, the guy most responsible for Richie's new contract. And we knew you were wondering. Chris Dudley, 5 of 7 from the floor, 20 rebounds, but 0 for 6 from the line. He tried the jump shot tonight. It didn't work. The Magic beat the Nets. The Nets finished with a worse record than the Magic, and the Nets finished in the basement of the Atlantic, a game behind Miami. Michael Ansley had 26.
You know Chris Dudley is headed for Letterman.
Jump shots.
Yes.
Take a couple of steps behind the line, and they kept bouncing right off the back of the iron.
Letterman will challenge Chris Dudley. But coming up, our Sunday evening conversation, we will give you plenty of time to get to know Primetime. The proud new father talks about his new attitude, his dual sports.
Because I'm enjoying the game of baseball right now. I'm not playing a lot, but I'm looking at Don Malley and
That one feeling sexy. I'm just learning a lot right now. I'm really enjoying the game. You know, that salary Donnie got, it helped a lot also.
Yeah.
Research has shown that if you confine an animal in a small space for an extended period of time, he will become an animal. But put him in a big room with comfortable furniture, full kitchen, and a home-like atmosphere, and he'll become almost human. Something to consider on your next extended business trip. Residence Inn. People who travel for a living live here.
The struggle for excellence is the spirit behind running a business. It's the only way to run an airline. At Northwest, helping you do business is putting us on the fast track. In all we do, we're striving to jump the line from the merely good to being great. Because being the best is the only thing we want to be.
Is that all there is? It's kind of simple, isn't it? You sure all the good stuff hasn't sunk to the bottom? Well, where's the buried treasure? There's no mystery. Sip. This is just flakes. I can actually taste the cereal. It doesn't need anything else. The naked truth. Now, I like that.
Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Corn Flakes?
Taste them again for the first time.
Listen to my nephew. He's going to be a lawyer like me. He's even going to look like me.
Oh, really? So does that mean on his first big trial day, the jury's going to notice his winning smile?
Yeah.
His great suit.
Yeah.
Oh, his little flakes.
No, dandruff? Me?
Oh, it can happen to perfect people. Here, just use my shampoo.
Head and shoulders. But you don't have dandruff.
I rest my case.
Head and shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Ball tonight. The crack of the bat and the bounce of the ball. The roar of the crowd and the umpires call. Baseball I can recommend. Sliding home on ESPN. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Suicide squeezes, home runs, and double plays.
The Angels face the Red Sox. Then the Cubs take on the Padres. Live in a Tuesday night doubleheader.
Baseball tonight on ESPN.
This portion of SportsCenter and Sunday's Conversation is brought to you by Days Inns, Hotels, Suites, and Day Stops, the best hotel values in the world.
Well, this past Tuesday, we sent ESPN's Robin Roberts to Detroit to interview Deion Primetime Sanders, who was there playing with the Yankees. The problem was Deion wasn't there. He was in Atlanta to be with his fiancée, who was going into labor. Robin finally caught up with Deion on Thursday in Atlanta, where he was there with his new baby girl, Deandra.
Deon, I understand you wanted to put a little more jewelry on her than that, just that one piece that's on her right now?
I wanted to put a lot more things on her, but they told me it was a little girl, so I got to be kind of conservative. So we went with the conservative pieces.
I can see the change, because you were saying usually you'd have a little more jewelry on.
Yeah, a little more jewelry, shades, hat.
What's this?
After last year, we went with we're going to go to a whole new image anyway. You know, this is the new 1990 prime time. A lot more conservative and a lot of style this year.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do it the same way, but it's going to be a lot better.
Let's get back to baseball for a little bit, since we are in baseball season. The lockout helped you in that it expanded the roster.
Right.
It increased your chances of being up with the team and starting off the year like you're doing. When the roster is cut, has there been any indication on what's going to happen, what your status is going to be with the Yankees?
No, not really. They really haven't given me any indication that I will go down to the option of Columbus, but hopefully that won't happen. If it do, you know, I just have to go down there and play ball and tell Bucky I'll be back shortly, but hopefully they will keep me along and let me get in there every now and then to show what I could do.
What's your status? Is that going to have any effect on the Falcons if you're playing up with the majors as opposed to kicking around the minors?
Matter of fact, I went over there today to visit some of the guys, take them a few cigars, and I talked to some of the owners and the Smiths, and I told them it's going to be very interesting.
Jerry Rice during the fall. And then last weekend, you're at the plate facing Nolan Ryan.
Oh, Lord, that's a big turnaround there. Both of the guys are outstanding, and you don't know how you're going to approach it, but baseball is so mental. It's two totally different concepts. So you can't compare those two at all.
When do you ever practice baseball? I mean, you get out there and you play like you do, and I don't know, when do you actually have a chance to get out there and work?
I really don't. I was nervous going to spring training because I hadn't picked up a bat since the Seattle game of last year. And it's just, things come a lot easier for me than other people, but I really have to work at this game of baseball. Mm-hmm. It's a really tough game, and no one has accomplished it fully. You could fail 7 out of 10 times, and you're still a star.
Everybody's always bringing up about the Bo Jackson bit and stuff. Are the comparisons still made, or have you talked with Bo at all?
I never even met the guy, and I received some bad, Bo's this, Bo's that, he said this, he said that, and we never have really officially met. And I really admire everything he does, and I really just want to meet him because, I'm on the field during a baseball game, and I can hear the crowd, Bo this, Bo that, prime time, this prime. I just wonder, do he hear some of the same comparisons?
So all this has been done through the press. You've never actually...
I really don't understand it because you only have really 2 athletes in America who is really doing that to this extent. And the press have manipulated one of them in the manner to have it like a little rivalry. And I really don't think that's fair to neither one of us.
So how do you characterize your relationship with the media?
It's a seesaw. I characterize it as a seesaw. Because when prime time's rolling, everyone want to get a piece of it. You want to get on it, just like a bandwagon. But soon as one little thing goes wrong, he's done this, he's done that, he's done that. And they put I wear black hats all the time, so they really put the black hat on me to make me out to be a bad guy.
Now, I know that you gave Gucci watches to your teammates. I know that you gave money to different charities. Were you hiding that in that you weren't, or was the media just chose not to mention that?
The media don't print stuff like that, just like, just like on Christmas. I never mentioned, after our game, I didn't play in the last game. I went down to all the homeless. And just got a whole bunch of, a few $100s worth of $1 bills and just gave a few dollars to every person I seen outside on each of the homeless places. And stuff like that is not mentioned about me. The grown-up people who really get on me, they really get on me. The older people who they had their chance, they just, kind of frustrated because I'm doing it and making it, and I'm a black man and I'm talking about it. I could relate. I'm no fool, for nobody. But the little kids, they're the future for us.
Well, I mean, I can see I like this prime time. I enjoy the old prime time. Yeah. But this is something. This is new.
Well, we're gonna do a lot this year. Hopefully, I'm expecting big things out of this 1990. I'm expecting a lot of big things out of 1990.
Well, you already have a big thing starting off in 1990.
I can't compare no touchdown or no home run or no dunk in basketball to this. This is something that, this is mine.
Boy.
This is Miss Prime Time.
Enough said, enough said.
The world's most accurate weather radar data is gathered by the WSI Corporation using the reliable 800 service of U.S. Sprint, the network that came through Hugo when AT&T did not.
Let's get that image up. The networks are waiting for the feed.
And if Sprint's nationwide fiber optic network can handle the moods of Mother Nature,
the front of this hurricane should miss us.
It can handle any business climate. Reliable all fiber optic 800 service only from U.S. Sprint.
If you're thinking about buying a Camry or an Accord, think about this. The Nissan Stanza has a more powerful standard engine. It's got more standard features inside and out, and it costs just $11,650. The 1990 Nissan Stanza. Either we're overachievers or they're overpriced. Take the Nissan Stanza challenge. Test drive a Stanza. If you still buy a Camry or an Accord, we'll give you $100. Look at that car.
Are these the international rules?
He's going for a word he knows.
He's going for a 2-syllable word, ladies and gentlemen.
Europe,
426.
it's a continent.
Let's stick with 1-syllable words, he's fine.
Hold your hand right there. Okay, mumbly peg. Mumbly peg with darts.
Levi's 100% cotton Dockers. If they're not Dockers, they're just pants.
You guys have any food?
Dun, dun,
Killer shark.
dun, dun.
I think you should go back
You
to
think
your
the wave needs words?
BF Goodrich TA tires perform like great athletic shoes. They grab. They dig. They give you control.
BF Goodrich TA tires.
BF Goodrich TA tires, the athletic shoes for your car.
BF Goodrich TA tires.
I'm Mike Levin, president of Days Inns. As a desk clerk 30 years ago, I discovered what people really want in a hotel. A great room at a great price from people who care. Today, that's helped make us the best hotel value in the world, with pools, restaurants, and meeting rooms at over 1,000 locations worldwide.
Yeah, let me help you with these.
Nice young man.
Spend a night at Days and wake up to the best hotel value in the world.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Well, there is learned insight and intuition and gut feelings and computer printouts. It's all part of Draft Day in the National Football League.
Each year, the draft acquires its own storylines, its own characters, and this draft no different. ESPN covered the first 6.5 hours live. What did it mean? There's Chris Berman and company.
All right, guys, thank you. And summing up the early rounds of the 1990 draft, of course, we really shouldn't do it for 3 or 4 years, but since we have the time tonight, let's do it. Mel, who do you like? Who bothers you?
I really like what the Jets did. I think, this is a team that came in needing a running back, and Blair Thomas, the obvious choice. Then come back and get Reggie Rembert, who will combine with Altoon to form an unstoppable combination once the supporting cast improves there with the Jets. And then in round 3, get that cornerback that they need to replace Bobby Humphrey and go along with Hasty and Tony Stargell from Tennessee State. Steinberg did a nice job in his first draft with the Jets. The Raiders, they gamble with Anthony Smith and they gamble with Aaron Wallace when they could have had Lamar Lathan, then come back with Mark Spindler. So I agree with the positions the Raiders went after, but the players, I think I might have gone a different route.
Joe, you're all excited about the silver stretch.
Oh yeah, I think we saw the run in Detroit last year. Now they got the shoot with Andre Ware. I think Andre Ware makes Detroit's draft a complete plus. They also picked up Mark Spindler in the 3rd round. Now here's a guy who's going to come in with an attitude because he's going to want to prove a lot to a lot of people. So the silver stretch is definitely going to be something to reckon with. I still got a problem with Indianapolis's trade. Has nothing to do with Jeff George. I think he's a fine quarterback. I think that Indianapolis just has given up a little bit too much to try and get one player.
Tommy, who really helped themselves?
Well, Coach Parcells, obviously, in areas that he specifically needed. He got the good running back, all running back, Rodney Hampton, that he needed. Mike Fox in the defensive line. And then Green Bay, I thought, improved overall. They got the bookend linebacker to go with Timmy Harris, Tony Bennett. They get Darrell Thompson, the running back, and then they get Leroy Butler to give them the help in the secondary that they needed.
I'm looking Sun Belt. Of course, Atlanta, in evaluating the draft, you have to figure in Ryson and Hinton, who they got in the trade for Jeff George. Then they get a running back, Steve Broussard. So they're really going to all of a sudden come at people on offense. And then they add Connor and Barnett on a defense that maybe with Andre Bruce being loose, they can all of a sudden make a quantum leap, although they're in a tough division. Let's hear it for Ray Perkins. He may be on the hot seat a little bit this year at Tampa Bay, but he didn't shrug his shoulders or get scared when an Atlanta Constitution report said that Keith McCants might have to sit out the whole year because of impending knee surgery. He went with McCants, who may be the best player in this draft when it's all said and done, and then he shows some major guts by going with Reggie Cobb, a running back who, if he's over his drug problems, running back junior from Tennessee, he could just be a load and be a big, big contributor for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the thing about the draft is, we'll have to wait and see. That's our observations from early on in the 1990 draft. Let's go back now to Bob and Dan. And Bobby, we missed you here. I want you to know that.
Yeah, Thanks, Chris.
You're a little misty-eyed there.
I was. It was the first one in 11 years I've missed.
Bob and I will be back. We won't miss golf or auto racing, and we'll take a look at Earth Day from a different perspective.
Bill Patrick finding some athletes who are looking to conserve. Earth Day, 1990.
What's the best brokerage account for an active investor? Ask a Schwab customer.
With my Schwab One asset management account, my money's never idle. When I sell a stock or I get a dividend, my cash instantly starts earning income. And it keeps on earning until I make my next investment.
When I need to get to my cash or take out a loan, I just use my Schwab Visa or write a check. Schwab One makes it easy.
All my financial moves are right here. And one simple statement. Now, you might expect to pay a lot of money for an account this handy, and not with Schwab One. There's no monthly fee. Now, that's real value.
To get your free booklet and an application for the Schwab One Asset Management account, call toll-free 800-848-8900. That's 800-848-8900. Call now for your free Schwab One booklet.
You haven't got half the parts I need.
How about a nice, tasteful food ornament?
No, actually, I was looking for
something in an air freshener.
At Big A, we take our customers seriously. Our nationwide parts network helps make sure we have the parts you need when you need them.
Yo, I'm a hot potato MC and the fries. There's a new game, McDonald's Fries Surprise. When you buy hash browns, large and medium fries, peel off the tab and play Fries Surprise. Prizes like a 69-cent Big Mac dude, up to 10,000 cash, it just takes a winning attitude. Trips anywhere, Delta Airlines flies. Every time you play, you win a prize. McDonald's Fries Surprise won't last long, so hurry and play before it's...
Paris, where romance is set free to soar, to dance, tethered to the city only by heartstrings. Follow it and you will find its source, the very essence of romance captured in a bottle. Moet, France's best-loved champagne.
This portion of SportsCenter, along with the latest tennis news, is sponsored by Moet Champagne, France's best-loved champagne.
Welcome back. Monica Seles is keeping her itinerary separate from that of Steffi Graf, and it's given her a nice little run this spring. Sunday in Largo, Florida, the 16-year-old Yugoslavian winning her third consecutive tournament. Rather tidy, 54 minutes, won and loved destruction of Bulgarian Katerina Maleva. Monica is now ranked third in the world. She's won 15 straight matches. She lost no points on her first serve. Steve Elkington, he made his name at the University of Houston on a couple of national championship teams in the mid-'80s, but back home in Australia, they barely know him. Maybe now they'll start learning his name. An Aussie on Tobacco Road coming from way back today in the Greater Greensboro Open, and unlike the first three rounds, no wins today. On 14, your leader was Jeff Sluman with a nice approach. He would par from about 20 feet away and stay at 6 under, but Elkington was making his move. Look at this putt. From the fringe to the green, to the fringe, back to the green. He would stay at 4 under, on to 17. Elkington, who has not missed a cut this year, with a birdie, goes to 5 under, while Sluman had his problems on 16. This is a birdie that slides just by wide. Sluman at 4 under par. And Elkington was in early with a 66, the low round of the tournament. And you know what? It stood up. 31 on the back nine, a 66 wins it. He came from 7 shots back, the same way that Greg Norman did to win the Doral. Earnings this year for Elkington taking a $225,000 juice to nearly $350,000 on the year. The team of Charles Coody and Dale Douglas teaming for a better ball score of 66 on Sunday, and the easy 7-stroke win over Al Geiberger and Harold Henning. This in the Legends of Golf tournament in Austin, Texas. Coody and Douglas splitting $140,000.
Al Unser Jr. said he did it right this time. Last year, Unser created a bit of controversy when he bumped aside Mario Andretti en route to a victory in the Long Beach Grand Prix. Unser, who had 9 career victories, was on the pole and in position to win this event for the third straight year, which he did. He won by 1.7 seconds over Fittipaldi. Unser Jr. led 91 of the 95 laps, averaging 84 miles per hour, and he picked up $143,000. Brett Bodine captured the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Bodine passed Darrell Waltrip on lap 318, never looked back, and he won this race from the 20th position. Now, you may think the only correlation between athletes and Earth Day is a pro trying to recycle his career, but as Bill Patrick reports, there are some athletes who were brought down to earth by this anniversary.
It is not a pretty sight, but it is real, and it's happening all around us. And on Sunday, hoping to reverse that ugly and deadly trend, millions of people all over the planet took part in the 20th anniversary of Earth Day.
Prior to 1970, we were concerned about saving wilderness areas, but nobody had really focused on industrial pollution, toxic waste, DDT. The environmental movement changed because of Earth Day.
Question: what do this, and this have in common with this? Well, more than you might think. And really, that's what Earth Day is all about. It's designed to make us think about a topic that affects each and every one of us. You, me, and people that fill arenas like this around the country every single day.
When the public's more aware of issues, then people become more concerned, and maybe government will help out and become more concerned about it as well.
Of course, it's one thing to talk about environmental reform, and plenty of athletes are doing just that these days. But it's another thing entirely to get up and do something about it.
Don't junk it, slam dunk it, recycle.
Earth Day doesn't mean that much to me because I do what I try to do for the Earth every day of my life. I'm very concerned. I'm very environmentally concerned. I think that, unfortunately, the last 8-9 years have been an environmental disaster for the United States. The leadership we had hasn't been good. People have got to start getting more concerned about what's happening now because when it's gone, it's gone. People forget that.
And those who know McHale know that he is motivated. So too is Paxson, although he admits that he wasn't until he learned more about recycling. And they're hoping that that sincerity and celebrity will in turn help to motivate others.
People listen to sports figures, they listen to celebrities. It's important that those people that are in a position, in a public position, do help whichever way they can. And if they truly believe that the environment is important, then they should be out there saying to save the environment.
I think this means something to me just because, I've got kids and I realize that this world is theirs, and, I want to make sure that it's around for them when they get older.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Amy, I hear your new teacher's real mean. Amy, would you come up here and bring your picture with you, please? Look
at the picture.
There's a special power that can bring students and teachers closer together. The power to be your best.
Hey, how's your new teacher? Oh, she's okay.
Did you know that an average American kitchen has the power to save the planet? By recycling the glass bottles and cans we throw away each year, we could save enough energy to light up New York City. I'm Joanne Woodward. Please join me by pledging to conserve, recycle, and to buy biodegradable. We continue to use our resources like there's no tomorrow. There won't be.
A springtime boom. It's like everything happens at once. There's no end to the stuff you gotta do.
Right, John. Heavy-duty Ace work gloves are just $2.88 a pair, and Ace long-handled shovels and rakes are $5.97 each.
Hey, no matter what you're doing this weekend, Ace is the place for you.
The high-speed fender-banging battles of a short track make it anyone's race.
And both of them spin! And Jeff Bodine takes the lead.
NASCAR's first Union 400, Monday night, only on ESPN.
It is that crossover season with basketball and hockey fighting for the headlines with baseball, but here on SportsCenter, no fighting whatsoever.
Never. Plenty of time and space for our equal opportunity video trip through the strange and the supernatural and the simply super, the plays of the week. We have assembled a face full of surprises You can run, but you can't hide. So kick back and relax. Enter and sign in, please. That's PLAYSO. Oh, you know the rest. The sign said no cheering in the press box. Nobody told Gary Thorne anything about singing.
Well, I'm the type of guy who will never settle down. Yeah, I'm already here to desire. Well, you know that I'm around. I kiss them and I love them, 'cause to me they're all the same. I hug them and I squeeze them. They don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer. Yeah, the Wanderer. I go around, 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 around.
And our Sky Dome accommodations and accompaniment.
Canada's version of Bobby Darin. Splish, splash, I was watching the Blue Jays.
These plays aren't all wet. Lonnie Smith, Will the Thrill, and Jose Lean. While Ron Kittle gives this ball a Comiskey ride up and out. Danny Ainge with a severe degree of difficulty. Mitchell Wiggins with a severe headache. And Byron Scott looking for Nicholson's lady friend. Now, some foul deeds. Now, some fantastic ones. Edgar Diaz. And the Twins' Greg Gagne. An off-balance Ozzie Guillen. George Brett a little low on pine tar. Ruben Sierra a little high on energy. And even on the links there lurks the baseball fantasy and a worm homicide in the making. Back at the ballpark, no truth to the rumor, by the way, the Red Sox are throwing her Tuesday. Nah, that's just a tall tale. And this, from the Lions' Eddie Murray, is our parting shot.
ESPN's Plays of the Week are brought to you by Coldwell Banker, the Home Sellers. We take the mystery out of finding and financing a home. Call today.
It's here at last, the Coldwell Banker Spring Open House. This weekend, thousands of homes in neighborhoods across America will be open for you to see. Come, and you'll get our exclusive Best Buyer guidebook that tells you all about finding and financing your home. So hurry, and we'll not only open the doors for you, we'll help you get the key. Coldwell Banker. Expect the best. A member of the Sears Financial Network.
Hello, I'm Mike Levin, president of Days Inns, with a business proposition for you. Say you're traveling, concerned about expense, but still want a great room. What do? You stay at Days. Here you'll find big, clean, comfortable rooms, good restaurants, relaxing lounges, and no high prices. It's simple. If you want the best hotel value, you'll stay at Days. If you don't, you won't.
Spend a night at Days and wake up to the best hotel value in the world.
Bob and Al aren't happy with their pressure-treated decks.
Mine's new, but it looks green. Mine looks gray and worn out.
And they both need a water repellent. New Woven Raincoat with natural wood toner made them both happy.
Got rid of the green, gives me a natural wood tone, and keeps the water out. I used Woolman Deck Brightener first, then Woolman Toner. Now mine looks just as good as his. Great looks and water protection.
An enormous amount of the Earth's resources are consumed at businesses. We throw away enough office paper yearly to build a wall 12 feet high, stretching from New York to Los Angeles. Hi, I'm Nancy Lopez, helping ESPN remind you to set up a recycling program in your office. Not only will you be helping save our natural resources, you could also save your company some money. Remember, you can make a world of difference.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
Here are some of the stories we will be following on Monday's editions of SportsCenter. The NHL playoffs continue. The Rangers and Capitals. Boston looking for its third win against Montreal. In baseball, the Pirates try for their fifth in a row when they meet up with the Cardinals. And it's Bo and the O's. Bo Jackson, his first home run of the season on Sunday.
I know you've got the VCR set because next up, Monster Truck Challenge. I'm Bob Lee.
I wanted to say that. I'm Dan Patrick. Good night.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Days Inns, Hotels, Suites, and Day Stops, the best hotel values in the world. And by the Woolman Wood Protection People, the first name for decks that last.
Celebrates its 10th anniversary on ESPN. Knockout artist Roger Mayweather takes on Rodolfo Aguilar when Budweiser presents Top Rank Boxing. Live Thursday night at 9 Eastern only on ESPN.
Well, certain boxers have left an indelible mark on our series, but none ever branded a year like Tommy Cordova did 1984.
Jackson. Good flurries by Jackson. Good right by Cordova. And again, a left hook by Cordova stings Jackson and sends him back. Cordova keeps coming on. Jackson trying to fight him off. Can you believe this is the 10th round instead of the first? Cordova has never stopped. Look at this.
Look at the hand speed of Cordova off that break. He got the left right in. Roach answer with the left right of his own. They're just brawling with each other. Look at Cordova go like a windmill. Left, right. Roach comes back, hits him with the right, tries to throw a low left. It missed, but Cordova did some damage inside. This has been a mauling, brawling, punching, pushing, shoving type fight tonight. No holes have been barred. It started at the weigh-in with the two corners rolling at it. Look at the fighters in the center of the ring. Roach with a left-right combination. Underneath, Cordova answers with a left-right to the body.
Freddie Roach tends to slap with his left hook, and he's landing that punch, but not as straight as he wants. Good right by Roach.
He slipped it in with a right and then followed it with a left. There'll be a tough one to score here as Roach and Cordova come to the final 10 seconds. The crowd urging one or the other on. The sentiments have turned to Roach here, and Cordova trying to answer with a flurry at the end. There's the bell. They continue to fight after the bell. And the crowd on their feet here in Las Vegas.
And why not? The punch that you want to hit Tommy Cordova with, and there it is, is the uppercut. And that's what Garcia's trying to get in. Freddie Roach was effective at landing it.
Garcia's setting back on those punches well now, Al.
The other thing that you want to do if you can is back up Cordova. If you get him going backward, he's not nearly as effective a fighter.
Garcia's been unable to do that so far as Cordova continues to come out in the corner.
But I'll tell you, Garcia has landed some good shots in this round. But look, does it discourage Cordova? No, he's coming forward.
Listen to the crowd.
Incredible wars for Tommy Cordova. And those battles may have hastened his exit from boxing. Tommy was never quite the same after 1984. But he and Freddie Roach, one of his opponents that year, to me, are symbols of what our Top Rank Boxing series is all about. When we return, a look at a young heavyweight who made some waves after he appeared on ESPN.
Shortcut in a car. Shortcut in a truck. Finally, there's an oil that knows the difference. Truck Guard from Shell.
Hey, good hustle, Tom. Way to go into the stands, babe.
Hey, you really killed yourself out there today, kid.
You don't have to be a Major League ball player to need Major League pain relief. Ben Gay Sports Balm. Real relief for sore muscles.
It's just a pure and natural beer for you. So icy cold, so crisp, so clean for you.
Of all the beers that are cold filtered, only one has that distinctively clean, crisp taste. Budweiser, cold filtered and Beechwood aged for over 110 years.
This Bud's for you.
Coming April 4th, live from Madison Square Garden on pay-per-view. Look who's fighting man. Michael Dokes, number 3 in the WBA, versus Razor Ruddock, number 2 in the WBA. Pound for pound, the best card around. See 8 men earn their pay in a full night of boxing action. Opportunity knocks. Mark your calendar now for April 4th.
An enormous amount of the Earth's resources are consumed at businesses. We throw away enough office paper yearly to build a wall 12 feet high, stretching from New York to Los Angeles. Hi, I'm Jan Stevenson, helping ESPN remind you to set up a recycling program in your office. Not only will you be helping save our natural resources, you could also save your company some money. Remember, you can make a world of difference.
Sometimes when you see an athlete for the first time, you just know. For instance, they knew when they saw Stan Musial play in the minor leagues. They knew when they saw Irvin Magic Johnson as a freshman at Michigan State. And we knew when we first saw Mike Tyson on ESPN in 1985. You knew he was special.
And look at Tyson go right after Kennedy. Now, Kennedy is a boxer, but gets knocked down with the first left hook he takes. Look at the power already from Mike Tyson. Right hand glances off the chin, but it rocked Kennedy. The left hook does it the same.
Kennedy's hands are really very low. And Tyson, you have to like how poised he is right here. He is picking his shots well.
This one could be over. It is. Joe Cortez stops it.
Perfect timing by Joe Cortez. That was right. When he saw that last right hand land, he could just feel the fact that Kennedy would be sagging to the canvas. Boy, Mike Tyson is powerful, huh?
Oh, wow.
Ironically, another heavyweight made his TV debut that year. His name, Buster Douglas. He fought in our 1985 heavyweight tournament against Jesse Ferguson. And guess what? He lost a 10-round decision. But that was then, and this is now. And 5 years has made a world of difference. On April 11th, 1985, we celebrated our 5th anniversary of our Top Rank Boxing show. And we had nice features telling everybody what a great 5 years it had been. And then we started the show, and for the first hour and a half, we had probably the worst boxing matches we've ever shown. The undercard stunk. Well, we were in a little bit of trouble until Brett Summers and Chris Calvin took center stage. These two lightweights turned it into a wild evening.
Side, he feels that Calvin is so much of a straight-line fighter that side movement is what's going to finally take its toll here tonight as we enter round 3.
And that is what gives him problem. You know, another left-hander that Calvin fought lost a 6th ball.
There was no movement side to side by Summers, and that's exactly what Calvin wanted to do.
Another good straight right by Calvin. He is getting that punch in.
There's a right hand again as Summers goes down for the second time in the round. He's up right in front of Joey Curtis, says, I'm all right.
7. Chris Calvin is not putting his punches together like we've seen him do in the past. That's one of the reasons he's having trouble now with Summers.
Straight left hand by Summers has Calvin moving on the ropes. Calvin trying to fight back with a combination of his own. Summers had him in his sight and picked him off with about 5 straight punches.
A
A warning to Calvin. Hey, that could be important if Joey Curtis were to take a point away from Calvin for any illegal tactics.
Another left hand. Oh, look at the left-right combination by
That's a knockdown.
And that one is the 5th knockdown of the fight of Brett Summers. Took has been, I guess, the most surprising punch that Calvin has thrown tonight.
Well, Chris Calvin isn't the most polished fighter in the world, and in he has as much power as anybody in the lightweight division. This may be over. Yes, it is. The left eye of Summers is cut. He's in trouble. Upsets have been a specialty of the house on the top-ranked menu. As we move ahead to 1986, we see one of the tastiest when supposed journeyman Freddie Pendleton took on former world champ Roger Mayweather.
Freddie Pendleton.
See Mayweather backing up exclusively now.
What is that, Freddie?
Oh, goes Mayweather. He's out. And still backs him up.
He was caught up in the ropes. I don't know if Roger Mayweather can make it. Wow, is he wobbly. No way, it's an upset.
Pendleton is going nuts.
Mayweather would later rebound to win the junior welterweight title, and one of his best fights came against this man, Harold Brazier. Although he has not won a world title, this solid professional has been an ESPN mainstay, and he's earned everyone's respect along the way. Good right hand by Brazier.
Now it's Carnet, who looks more like he's in the 10th round than Brazier.
Right hand that may have really gotten to Barnett. He's crumbling. There he goes.
And Padilla will be looking at it very...
Oh my!
Brazier from a solid left hand. Wow, what a turnaround.
Harold looked over at his corner, said, I'm all right, but wow, what a straight left.
He scored with the left. There's a solid right by Brazier. Back Blake up, and he's got him hurt, I believe. Blake dancing away, trying to keep Brazier off, but misses. Brazier steps in, working to the body, and Blake goes down. Okay. Padilla wave. Brazier away, one shot, and down goes Blake. This one's over.
I doubt if there's anybody in the boxing world that I respect more than Harold Brazier. And even this year, he's come back from a career-threatening shoulder injury to box well. He's had a shot at the world title twice, come very close. Maybe the third time will be the charm for Harold. Well, when we return, we'll take a look at a man who is second to none.
So I'm standing in the checkout line, and this really attractive woman sees I have Kellogg's brand flakes. And she says,
Buying that for your father?
come on, they taste terrific. That's why I eat Kellogg's brand flakes. It's a nutty, toasted wheat taste. And they're Kellogg's. So I turned to this woman. I looked her straight in the eye, and I said, yeah, they're for Dad. K-double-L-O-double good. Kellogg's brand flakes. Toasted taste to you.
Airedale air freshener gets rid of the toughest odors. I use it here, here, even here.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going.
An eclipse was always a rare phenomenon, seen only once or twice in a lifetime. But ever since Car and Driver named the Mitsubishi Eclipse GS Turbo to its annual 10 best list, and ever since Automobile Magazine put the all-wheel drive Eclipse GSX on its 1990 All-Star list, you see eclipses all the time. Mitsubishi. The word is getting around.
Still going. Nothing outlasts the Energizer. They keep going and going.
When was the last time you had the kind of car that brings the road alive? Have you driven a Ford? Then you don't know what you're missing. Have you driven a Ford? Driven a Ford? Have you driven a Ford?
family. They're my most important priority. So I had my attorney set up a trust, and I manage my trust investments myself at Schwab. Low commissions, no annual fee. Now, if something happens to me, my family is taken care of, the way I've arranged. Haven't lost my touch. Neither has she.
We give you more ways to succeed.
Hello everyone, I'm Dan Debenham of ESPN Scholastic Sports America, back in my native state of Alaska. It is here in Prince William Sound that the nation's worst oil spill occurred when 11 million gallons of North Slope crude washed out on Bly Reef. But you know, that's the same amount that is washed down our sewers and drains every 2 months as private citizens change the oil in their cars and trucks. Please take your oil to a recycling center, and remember, you can make a world of difference.
Budweiser presents Top Rank Boxing live Tuesday nights on ESPN.
Well, you know, one of the staples of our show is when we get a chance to go to a locale where one of the hometown boxers has fired up the passion of the boxing fans in that area. We do it when we go to Bismarck, North Dakota to see 7,000 screaming fans come there to support light heavyweight champion Virgil Hill. And we did it in 1987 when we went to Davenport, Iowa, the hometown of Michael Nunn.
Top-ranked middleweights in the world, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Second Nunn.
Very tough Cecil Pettigrew in tough against Michael Nunn.
You know, Nunn switched to righty again. Good weapon by him. And again.
He's got Pettigrew hurt, staggering. The crowd wants...
Good right hand.
Well, Tinley just welcomed Nunn to the east, having his own endurance. A good left hand by Nunn.
And again.
Unanimous decision, Michael Nunn.
From Michael Nunn. He came from California to test the boxing waters here on the East Coast.
It was in Atlantic City. It was the only time I ever fought in Atlantic City. And the fans was crazy. I mean, they didn't like the idea of a guy coming from the West Coast come to the East Coast beating up on East Coast fighters. So, I mean, they booed me. But, you know, I beat him up pretty good.
Well, speaking of Michael Nunn, that wild right by Alex Ramos misses. Nunn comes in and buries one in the midsection. Now he goes to the head, banging away, and the crowd encouraging him. And Ramos says, "I'm out here. Come on." Michael says, "I know where you are. I'll be right there."
Well, Nunn now sitting down, landing some shots. And the crowd likes it. Our most exciting fight of 1987 came when a couple of East Coast junior lightweights, Kenny Bazemore and Harold Knight, got together to inaugurate the first night of boxing at the Showboat Hotel in Atlantic City. What an opening night. And you see Knight, he's looking to land the right. He takes the right from Bazemore. Was he hurt?
Knight appears to be stunned. He gets hit with another combination.
Wow, what a round.
It's only the second round of a scheduled 12-rounder. Bazemore goes down. Oh, what a left hand by Knight. The right eye of Bazemore is a sea of blood at this point.
Tell you what, though, Kenny Bazemore is more than holding his own. He's taking a lot, but he's... Oh, there he goes, though. I spoke too soon. Good body work. Oh! This fight has got to be over. It's over. This fight will not continue. And what about the man who has fought on ESPN more times than anyone? Terrence Ali. Not only has he fought more times than anyone, he is undefeated. In 25 trips out of the box, only one draw to mar his record. In 1988, he was a boxing curiosity, a 40-year-old trying to relive past glory. We featured George Foreman against Guido Trani in February of that year. And, well, George got the job done.
Foreman looking to the referee like he wants the fight stop. What's this? What's this?
Well, if Trani didn't do much to enhance the Italian boxing tradition, well, sometimes boxing in Italy isn't all that traditional. We found that out in a visit to Genoa for the Gianfranco Rossi-Dwayne Thomas title match. And as Bob Arum remembers, it was an intriguing evening.
The fight is going to live in the United States, which means it's on 2-3 in the morning. Now, this restaurateur, Luciano Zeffirino, was a great gregarious guy, and he brought his chef in and himself, and they set up a kitchen in the arena serving pasta to all the fans at ringside at this god-awful hour in the morning. And Zeffirino, I mean, he had to be on camera all the time. He had to get his picture in the act no matter what was happening. Finally, the fight goes on, and Rossi knocks Thomas down, and Thomas is groggy during the fight. And Zeffirino, not wanting to be left out of the scene, jumped into the ring, cradled Dwayne Thomas's head in his arms, and this is the first fight in the history of boxing stopped by restaurateur.
Louis Espinosa is no stranger to a great fight, and neither is our show. For that matter, neither is Pedro Decima. And the three got together in 1988 for a terrific match.
Telling them to watch their heads. Decima bleeding from the nose, and the cut alongside Espinosa's left eye has not reopened to any great extent. Decima's hurt.
Yes, and an important move here is that the strength of Espinosa's taking over. He's pushing Decima around, he's muscling him, and he's hurting him with the jab and the right hand.
Decima trying to fight back, and right now he's a hurt fighter. Another good right hand by Espinosa.
Wow, this is an amazing battle when you look at it in its totality.
Decima's legs definitely rubbery here. Won't take much more.
I'll tell you what, though, he is nailing Espinosa with some big shots as well.
The best way for Espinosa to win this fight is to crank up that left hook and wail away with it to the body and the head. And there he's doing it. For Pedro Decima, what he's got to get back to that he...
There's the right hand. Down goes Decima. Al, you said it. He was capable of a one-punch knockout. And that was a tremendous right hand.
Well, I thought it might be the left hook, but instead it was the right. My original thought on him. He can punch.
A body shot, and down goes Decima for the second time.
And there is a 3 knockdown rule here in Nevada.
Inside a minute now, coming down to 50 seconds remaining. Good right hand by Espinosa. Left hand. Down he goes. It's all over. Louis Espinosa has won it in dramatic fashion over Pedro Decima.
Wow. When we return, we go back home again to Indiana.
I'm not going to chain myself to a nuclear power plant, but I do care about the environment. So I stopped using chemicals around the garden, switched to Ringer. Ringer Lawn Restore makes my lawn look thicker, greener, naturally healthy. And Ringer Attack pesticides control bugs biologically, not chemically. With Ringer, my lawn looks better, and I feel better.
Daddy, is this safe to plant the grass?
Sure. Much better.
Ringer Natural Lawn and Garden Products. Better for everything that grows, including people.
You never know what the day will bring.
Contract law.
Next building. But the unexpected's a real sure thing. On demand, you're more sure.
You see, Sure responds on demand to work harder when you need it more.
No volunteers?
So Sure helps keep you dry.
You may never know when you need more Sure, but Sure knows when.
The third party.
Correct. Give you more. Raise your head on demand. You're more Sure.
I'm Mark Sosin from ESPN Saltwater Journal. Estuaries are among our richest and most beautiful resources. Let's preserve and protect this fragile environment. You can make a world of difference.
Wednesday, catch a spring training showdown. The Texas Rangers take on the Chicago White Sox. Be there for all the action starting at 7 Eastern, live Wednesday on ESPN.
Our trips to Indiana always seem to produce interesting moments. And when we went there in May to see Mike Pollitt take on Danny Morgan, a couple of journeyman middleweights, it was, well, interesting.
Second round. Good combination there by Pollitt, and Morgan goes down.
Wow. I would have agreed with you, but I guess not. Now, here's where Danny Morgan's boxing ability better come into play. He better move, he better get on his bicycle and tie Pollitt up.
He is still hurt. Pollitt hits him with another right hand. And a right hand by Morgan, and down goes Pollitt. I'll tell you, it's like the movies. Fight's over. Fight is over.
I'll tell you what, I think it's appropriate. They probably would have had to stop it anyway, but George DeFavis was on top of Mike Pollitt at about the count of 3, holding him down. Now, you see, he is down and he probably is in some trouble, but the way DeFavis got on top of him was kind of strange. Anyway, what a drama. Well, what a dramatic finish here. We celebrated our 9th anniversary by watching Doug DeWitt battle Robbie Sims for the WBO middleweight title. For DeWitt, it was one more chance at a brass ring that has been so elusive. He's been an ESPN regular, and this superb performance against Mike Tinley in 1984 made him a top contender. He boxed beautifully and went on to earn some big money matches, but they were all losses. Things really hit rock bottom in February of 1987 against Jose Quinones.
DeWitt can walk through and land the body shot, especially the left hook.
Oh my! Did I say lack of power? Excuse me. A right hand sends DeWitt down. I've never seen DeWitt go down, ever. He's out.
But he rebounded to beat Tony Thornton in a thrilling match for the USBA crown. And then it was on to Sims for a world title. Doug looked reborn as he outslugged and outboxed Sims to win the WBO title. For Doug DeWitt, this was a moment he probably thought he'd never experience. Well, the 80s have left us and we're into the 1990s. How good is our start in this new decade? I think it's pretty good. In fact, I think we've already had what might be the best bout we've ever had on Top Rank Boxing. That's the one that featured welterweight contender Tyrone Trice against Kevin Pompey. Not everyone thought Pompey could be competitive with Trice.
Yeah, and he hasn't forced Trice to take a backward step.
Trice disdaining even bringing the left hand up. More content to go on offense. Oh, wow.
That one staggered him. That one did hurt him.
Yes.
Trouble. Pompey now moves in. It will not take much, but look at the time. Only 10 seconds left. Trice holding on.
Right. For dear life.
He's still hurt. Pompey trying to jump on him before the end of the round. Gets one more shot in, but Trice gets through it. Inside of 10 seconds remaining in this 11th round.
Great uppercut by Trice after 3 straight jabs. This is a war, and it is a superb boxing match.
Absolutely.
Doesn't get much better.
Good shot again by Pompey. Let's go. We come to the end of the 11th round.
America's welterweight title, Tyrone Trice.
And we'll be back with some closing thoughts on the past, the present, and the future.
Ah, Saturday morning. Time to climb up on the old lawn tractor and ride. Well, if this is what it feels like, maybe you should look into a new Honda. With its smooth-running, liquid-cooled engine, hydrostatic transmission, and super comfortable seat, it takes care of you as well as your lawn. Test drive the new Honda hydrostatic transmission lawn tractor and put the old lawn tractor out to pasture.
Man, what a day. I could sure use a vacation.
Yeah, I'd like to be right here.
Ice cold.
old bud.
Hey, maybe tomorrow we should bring the boss. Nah.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.
When we celebrated our 5th anniversary here on Top Rank Boxing, I closed that show by saying that the first 5 years were great, but I hoped the second 5 would be even better. Well, guess what? I think I got my wish. The boxing that the people at Top Rank have provided us has been excellent throughout the weeks and years of this series, and I've been fortunate enough to work with some of the best announcers in television. Right now, my partner Barry Tompkins and also analyst Dave Bontempo are a joy to work with, and along with them, I'm hoping to bring you the best of Top Rank Boxing as we move ahead in the years. We hope that along the way, in addition to good boxing, we'll also bring you a few chuckles and provide you with some information that helps you enjoy the fights. And so we hope you'll stick with us for the future of our ESPN Top Rank Boxing show, and I hope that, yes, the next 10 will be even better. Good night, everyone.
We asked some Honda owners why they switched to Dodge Spirit.
It's much roomier than a Honda.
You're not crunched in the back seat as you were in a Honda.
I feel that I'm getting my money's worth.
Dodge Spirit has an airbag.
Could save the life of someone in the family.
It's really built for travel.
It feels more solid than a Honda.
For me, Chrysler's making a car that's competing head-on with the Japanese.
Dodge Spirit, an American car Honda owners can be proud of.
Each year, 42 million acres of rainforest are destroyed. That's over 1 acre every second. Hi, I'm Nancy Lopez, helping ESPN remind you that rainforests are home to over half the world's wild plants. They're our best hope for finding cures for cancer and many other diseases. Be a part of protecting our future. Support the efforts of Conservation International. For information, write to this address. You can make a world of difference.
When it comes to overall performance, Road and Track confirms it. The Dunlop D40 M2 outperforms the competition. First in wet braking. First in dry braking. Second in lap times on the test track. Second in road holding ability. Road and Track proves you can't beat the Dunlop D40 M2. Dunlop outperforms.
BF Goodrich TA tires perform like great athletic shoes. They grab. They dig. They give you control. BF Goodrich TA tires. BF Goodrich TA tires, the athletic shoes for your car. BF Goodrich TA tires.
In today's higher revving and hotter running engines, wear is a greater problem than ever before. Oil breakdown can shorten the life of vital engine parts. That's why there's Castrol. Castrol provides maximum protection against viscosity and thermal breakdown. So use Castrol, because driving today can be a grind. Castrol, engineered for today's smaller cars.
I got a meter.
Down, boy.
Oh, it's now or never.
Attention, shoppers. You're at a romantic dinner at her place. Candlelight, wine, something with a little spinach in it. And for dessert,
come on.
Humble pie. She sees your dandruff.
I don't have dandruff.
Fine. Use your regular shampoo.
I can't have dandruff.
Aisle 9.
You mean you use Head and Shoulders?
Yeah.
But you don't have dandruff.
Right. Neither will she.
Head and Shoulders.
Hi.
Because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Maybe next time.
Today's small cars are tougher than ever on oil. Their high-compression engines not only rev high, they can run hotter than regular small car engines. Their searing heat can begin to break down an oil immediately. That's why there's Castrol, the motor oil that in every grade provides maximum protection against viscosity and thermal breakdown. So use Castrol before your engine does something to get you heated up. Castrol, engineered for today's smaller cars.
From the Far East to Europe. Across the Caribbean and throughout North America, only one airline covers so much of the world with so much warmth.
The thinking that went into your Firestone tires took a lot of different tracks. At the toughest tracks in the country, we put Firestone tires to the test in all sorts of competition. We race a lot, we learn a lot, and it all goes into every Firestone tire we make. Firestone, tires that meet the test.
Got Firestones again, huh?
I've got a one-track mind.
Put a Pioneer 6-disc CD system in your car. You get a lot more out of your music.
And winds northwest 30 knots, 45 knots. Rain expected to continue till next year. 5 inches predicted in the 7-county area. About 1,500 more bags. 1,500 more. Yeah, we got to sort up the left side. The left side of the bag.
They got the green flag at Daytona, roared through Talladega, left Darlington in the dust. And which car piled up the most tough NASCAR miles in '89? The Quaker State King Racing Buick, its engine getting maximum protection from one tough motor oil. The same Quaker State you buy right off the shelf. Only one car was tough enough to stack up NASCAR's highest mileage total. Only one oil was tough enough to tough it out every single one of those miles. Quaker State. The big Q is one tough motor oil.
Developing a fuel-efficient 4-cylinder engine is easy. Giving it the power of many V8s is hard. Oldsmobile offers you the revolutionary Quad 4, the best of both worlds.
I pledge allegiance to the flag. We want jobs.
And we'll stay on strike till we get a fair contract.
Now for the latest developments on the story that has Capitol Hill up in arms.
We're not going to try to control what our people read and say and think.
A government without newspapers or newspapers without a government? I prefer the latter.
Mark my words, the end of the world is at hand. The end is near.
I'm about had it.
Children cry when they lose. The freedom to say and think what we believe, to express our individuality and diversity. That's our birthright. And it's ensured by this document. Join us in supporting the National Archives celebration of the 200th anniversary of the Bill of Rights.
He stirs in the land of dawning. He stirs now in the age of wandering. Now on the trail of beauty, he stirs.
The new Navajo from Mazda. It just feels right.
Buy 10 rolls of pink insulation, R13 or higher, to keep you warm indoors, and get a free NFL coach's sweater to keep you warm outdoors.
His toy has stopped. And he has started. You run to the junk drawer for a battery. But which ones are good? You'd know with the new copper top tester. It's absolutely free. Only from Duracell.
The Toyota versus the Isuzu standard pickup. If Earth were invaded by giant reptiles, which would be better prepared?
Get out of here!
Well, first of all, the Isuzu gets better mileage than Toyota. That's helpful. Plus, it has the biggest payload in its class, so it can carry more. All in all, when the giant lizards come, I'd rather be in an Isuzu.
Because it even has more legroom. The Isuzu pickup at just $77.79. There's no comparison.
I like what shampoo and conditioner do for my hair, but I love what Pert Plus does for me. Pert Plus is a unique shampoo and conditioner in one, so my hair turns out just the way I like it. Clean, conditioned, looking great, but without the bother of 2 bottles. Imagine, hair I like without the fuss. That's what Pert Plus does for me. If only everything in my life was so simple.
Shampoo and conditioner in one. Wash and go with Pert Plus.
You've been up in the air for hours. Now you gotta make up the time. Aren't you glad Hertz has a faster, easier way to rent a car? #1 Club Gold. No paperwork, no stopping at counters, nothing to slow you down.
Hertz, we're America's wheels.
You go straight to our gold parking area, where your car is waiting, ready to go.
I'm gonna make it.
Hertz, we're America's
It's the fastest way to rent a car.
What is the image of a rebel? These are the images of a rebel. Canon's revolutionary new autofocus EOS Rebel.
Image is everything.
EOS Rebel from Canon. So advanced it's simple.
Kellogg's Cracklin' Oat Bran. So crunchy, sweet, and irresistible, it's gotten you in trouble again.
Is that the last of the Cracklin' Oat Bran?
What should you do?
Is that the last of the Cracklin' Oat Bran? Is that the last of the Cracklin' Oat Bran?
With the crunchy, sweet taste of Kellogg's Cracklin' Oat Bran, an open box is an empty box.
Your first house, the biggest investment you've ever made. How will you protect it? Call Allstate before you close for answers and comforting prices. Another reason.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
There's another way for new homeowners to save money. The Allstate New House Discount. It could save you up to 15% on Allstate homeowners insurance. Another reason.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
A member of the Sears Financial Network.
You know what's so special about this STP son of a gun protection?
It's the eccentric molecular structural units, which form linear polymorphic bonding sites at the onset of induced atmospheric propulsion.
In other words, it'll make your car look real good when you shoot it. Son of a gun. What a difference.
I know jobs don't come with a lifetime guarantee anymore. So I've covered my own future with the right kind of life insurance.
You can too. Life insurance for living from Northwestern Mutual Life, the quiet company. Excuse me. Are those Bugle Boy jeans that you're wearing?
Why, yes. They are Bugle Boy jeans.
Thank you.
Just how many hand tools does it take to remove Pontiac Transport's innovative modular seats? Only 2. Transport, the Pontiac of minivans. How many different ways can you arrange the modular seats and cargo area of the new Pontiac Transport? Who knows? And here's 1,000 more reasons to see your Pontiac dealer now.
Transport.
More police cars throughout America come on Goodyear Eagle radials than any other brand of tires. Why? Because they want it that way.
Attention all
my unit.
Goodyear Eagles. The authorities know, and it's why we say the best tires in the world have Goodyear written all over them.
The Ford Probe. For the best times in your life.
One Tough Motor Oil announces one tough guarantee. The Quaker State 250,000-mile or 10-year guarantee. Register your new car at a participating service center. Then use only Quaker State. Have oil and filter changed as directed at a service center. And if any lubricated engine part suffers an oil-related breakdown within 250,000 miles or 10 years, you're covered. Quaker State guarantees it in writing. The big Q is One Tough Motor Oil.
This place never changes.
Remember the first summer we spent here?
How could I forget? You bought me a hot pink two-piece. Dad almost died.
That's right. I didn't think he was going to let you out of the house.
I wasn't so sure you were either.
Me?
A year ago, this conversation would have been difficult for Genevieve Adams and her daughter. Difficult because Genevieve suffers from nerve deafness, a common form of hearing loss.
As soon as the sun was up, I'd take off down the beach. I covered a lot of ground that summer, didn't I?
Yeah, every day you'd go clear out to the point, looking for more of those silly seashells.
Fortunately, Genevieve discovered Miracle Ear, a tiny, practically unnoticeable hearing aid that was customized for her condition.
Mom, I gotta tell you something.
What?
I wasn't really looking for seashells.
No, you weren't really looking for seashells.
What do you mean, you knew?
Sure I knew. You were looking for Tommy, what's his name?
If you or someone you know has a hearing problem, if you can hear but can't always understand the words, call Miracle Ear. Call now for this free booklet that explains hearing loss and tells you how to spot the symptoms. You'll learn how thousands have been able to hear clearly again thanks to technological advances from Miracle Ear. And we'll even tell you how to get a free demonstration. Call Miracle Ear now and receive it all at no cost and no obligation.
So you knew about Tommy all the time?
Yep.
You don't miss a thing, do you?
Not when it's wearing hot pink, I don't.
For your free booklet, call Miracle Ear now. Genevieve Adams did. And for her, life is sounding a whole lot better now.
Sunday night, Kansas City veteran George Brett is one of baseball's hottest hitters. He leads the Royals against Ben McDonald and the Orioles. It's Sunday Night Baseball, live at 8 Eastern on ESPN.
Baseball tonight.
You're watching ESPN, the Total Sports Network.